Hey everybody, how's it going? This is No Bones About Wrestling. I am one of your hosts, Asa. I'm here with my permanent co-host, Kay Fabulous.
Hey.
And I'm here with Dylan from Last Week in Wrestling. And we're here with Wolf also.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, that guy, he says.
We're going to be with you for the next 3 hours doing Collision and Rampage. We got them both tonight. It's a tape show, but I haven't read anything, so it's just as fun as live. Anybody else? Has anybody read the spoilers? Or
Wolf has. He wrote the spoilers.
I only have the card. I only have what the matches that are and segments and whatnot. So for Collision, we have Will Ospreay versus Shane Taylor. We have Orange Cassidy versus Isaiah Cassidy. Hook versus Johnny TV in an FTW Contender Series, which will ultimately lead to a three-way eliminator where the winner faces Chris Jericho for the FTW title, assuming that's what I assume. Katsuyori Shibata versus Rocky Romero, also in that FTW Contender Series. And then the last match is Brian Keith versus Beefcake Boulder. I don't know.
Have scheduled for Collision?
What?
That's all we have scheduled for
Collision? No. There's more. That's just the FTW
okay.
Contender Series.
I
was
like,
yeah, I don't know who Beefcake Boulder is, but that I don't know if you guys know him.
He's the dude from fucking the goddamn the fucking Iron Savages.
Oh, the Iron. Oh,
yeah.
All right.
That's Asa and Kate's favorite tag team right there.
We have
the Iron Savages.
Steve versus Anna Jay. We have Serena Deeb versus Anna Jay. We have Nick Wayne versus Jack Cartwheel, and we also have Bryan Danielson and FTR versus Lance Archer and the Righteous.
Nice.
We were just talking about how we wanted to see Jack Cartwheel.
Yeah.
Also, we have promo segments from both Pac and Bullet Club Gold.
Cool.
And Rampage.
Hold on, the three matches, the FTW tournament thing. Are all three of those happening tonight?
Not the as far as I'm aware, not the three-way, but the matches that determine the three-way is happening tonight.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
And then should I talk about Rampage or later on?
No, let's
save that.
Yeah.
Because already have been announced.
Yeah, if they've been announced, let us know.
Yeah, so we just have Roosh in action. We have Deonna Purrazzo versus Robin Renegade. We have Kyle O'Reilly versus Lee Moriarty. And I think that's it.
Cool.
That's been pre-announced.
Yeah, show is getting underway.
Sounds like some different matches, some matchups we haven't seen before, so that's cool.
Yeah.
Maybe Will Ospreay will actually make Shane Taylor look like he can wrestle.
I doubt it.
I doubt it too, but we never.
Sounds like a lot of guys got the night off too.
Yeah.
To me. But I still think, even AEW when the A guys get a night off is still better than most companies, so that's fine.
Ospreay starts us off.
Oh well.
I'm still at the intro, so you guys enjoy the show.
I'm still at all the white people clapping.
From Max.
No, from the audience of AEW.
Oh.
Why are all those people white?
Man, Ospreay has really good gear.
Oh.
Portland, Oregon.
Ospreay.
Right. Portland, Oregon.
Portland, Oregon.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was in Washington.
That makes even more sense.
I think that's Dynamite.
That's funny. I was just listening to Ospreay's song on my last hour of work while packing out the shelves.
Oh, yeah? You're an Ospreay fan?
I like him. I think he's great.
Yeah, he's a motherfucker.
He should lose to some other great people to make him even more
he'll
worthy.
probably lose to Roddy.
he should lose to Shane Taylor if you want a good gripping
Oh
story.
no! I'll
No,
fucking
no.
no. The
And
Why?
stream
You
is
start doing
over.
something interesting with Shane
If he
Taylor.
loses to Shane Taylor, the stream is over.
Let's hope for Shane Taylor.
No, thank you. I will live without
I'll be honest, I'm not buying Double or Nothing.
Really?
Damn.
Yeah. Nope.
It's okay. You can enjoy the Pirates side.
Yeah,
No.
you can
I'm
actually
not
watch
watching. Like, I'm not watching it at all. Like, when I come home from work, I'm going to play video games and go to bed. Yeah, I don't care enough. The card has maybe like 3 matches that I'm like interested in. I'll find the results out on Twitter. The rest of it, I don't care enough. And again, it's just like it's since Revolution, and I don't know. I'm waiting for everyone else to kind of see the same thing I'm seeing, but the quality of storytelling has definitely dropped with a lot of the superstars that we're seeing as champions or become champions, or just new people that we could care less about because they're not getting showcased enough. Like, Shane Taylor is really good. It's just nobody has seen that side of him because you'd have to go back into Ring of Honor catalog to watch his actual wrestling. And
I've
it's
gone back in
that
Ring of Honor. I do not find him good.
I don't know, that I would have to unfortunately disagree with you with. He is good. Like, he is, for a big guy, he is very good. But you know, if you're not going to have him showcase that ability or promo or character build on your big prime show, that being AEW, and have him come out and be shown this way to fans like yourself, that's what you're going to say. He's trash. He's ass. Why bother having him? Why bother have Shane Taylor versus Ospreay? Is this just a practice match? And that's a bit an exhibition for someone like Ospreay because there's nothing right now they have for him story-wise. When both these guys could give us a very interesting story. This could be a very interesting moment and a turn in Ospreay's trajectory of what he could become. And give us that, like, oh, is Ospreay not everything we think he is? You know, it's
If
just...
Shane Taylor was the one to make us think that, I would question
But
everything I know
Takeshita
about
could have been. Takeshita could have been. Danielson could have been.
Takeshita could have been. Danielson could have been. I agree
Shane
with
Taylor
those.
could
I
be.
agree with that.
There's a lot of wrestlers that could be. Yes.
Not Shane
Yes.
Taylor.
Not Shane Taylor.
If given the right opportunity to showcase his actual in-ring and character work, you guys would say differently. I'd put a lot of money on it, honestly.
I wouldn't.
I'd put the possible GameStop stock that I'm buying to make me a billionaire, if that really is true. I'll give y'all half.
One
you
more
can
thing.
also
Thing out
retire.
of Shane Taylor that impresses me ever. Nothing.
One more thing. I think it was
Because
yesterday.
it's the fact that when he's here, he's not doing anything.
I
Thinking
think
know.
place up.
so. There was something I think yesterday or the day before that was announced for Double or Nothing. John Moxley versus Konosuke Takeshita in an IWGP World Heavyweight Championship Eliminator match.
That's dumb.
That's gonna be
That
awesome.
should be a TV show.
I mean, I think I understand.
Wait, before you
Moxley
give me the
versus
face of
Takeshita.
why is you have Takeshita
on
beat
Wednesday.
him to make him the number 1 seed for the IWGP belt at Double or Nothing. Having him wrestle in an eliminator match on a pay-per-view is quite foolish.
I mean,
When they could do that on a Dynamite and
the
have
thing
him
is, New
become
Japan kind
a
of does
number
that all the
1
time,
contender.
and it's probably New Japan wants the belt defended at Forbidden Door, not on.
That's fine, but Takeshita could also be that person. John Moxley could beat Takeshita at Double or Nothing. It doesn't mean that having him lose for an eliminator match on a TV show hurts him. It just makes that story a little more interesting for now having Takeshita become the number 1 seed and possibly dethroning John Moxley for that belt going into Forbidden Door.
The thing is with eliminator matches, if Takeshita loses, he can't challenge for the belt as long as Moxley is champion.
Right. Which is
I don't
foolish
think
because
gonna
they're going to
win.
just keep it on Moxley for what? How long? A couple more months? Till Forbidden Door? Till June?
I mean, it depends on when they. I also read like an article that like Takesh or like some interview quote or something that like Takeshita said he's like not had fun not enjoyed his time in AEW like at all. Like he's not enjoyed wrestling in America.
I like that comment too. I also like the comment AEW saying AEW isn't nailing the storylines is kind of insane.
Yeah, he's right. He's right. You on
No,
on
it's
you,
not insane. It's
Dylan.
not insane. I think if you guys looked at it a little differently and saw it from what I'm saying, I think you guys would see it too. Like again, it goes back to Dynasty. Dynasty was supposed to be this big moment for someone like Swerve and someone who was somewhat invested in that story and watched those Dynamite endings and watched all that stuff on YouTube or whatever and watched it and saw what was happening to get the outcome that we got was a little bit underwhelming. Like they didn't pull the trigger off the way that they should have. Swerve should have been given a bigger, larger winning moment than having him win the way he did. Those are two amazing athletes that told a really good story and a really good build-up. I mean, a really good build-up. And that's how you execute it, is just it feeling for someone like myself as a Dynamite main event is kind of silly. It's like there was a lot more to that story that could have been told. I mean, for Christ's sake, we had them fighting each other and Swerve signing the contract in blood.
Mhm.
Like there was so much storytelling happening on Dynamite.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, that was the execution. That's
Yeah,
the conclusion to this chapter.
I agree with you
Yeah, I hear
about
you're
that,
saying.
but I
Yeah.
feel like that's not a storytelling issue. That's a whoever booked the match and like the plan of how the match was executed issue.
But if you're when you're telling a story, I feel like
Story. It's the end of the story.
if your beginning and your middle are really good
Mhm.
and it's a really poor conclusion, it kind of defeats a lot of that intro and body of paragraph.
Mhm.
It doesn't take it away from it fully, but it's still, hasn't really showcased anything.
I'm just
Claudio
saying,
was a
I don't
good
think that's
match.
the writer's fault. I think that's the booker's fault.
But in this
Claudio
case,
was a good
it's
match.
first-
Cage was a good match. I'm not denying that these aren't good matches here. I'm
No,
not crazy or anything. Like I watched before stopping because of work and everything. I watched the product. Like I feel like I know what the fuck I'm talking about here. Like I feel like I'm not just coming back on a microphone and like
Mhm.
shouting some crazy shit like a person on a fucking soapbox. Like I feel like it in retrospect, what I'm saying can be very feasible for what I'm getting across. But I don't know. That's me thinking this. This is how I'm absorbing this since Revolution. Revolution was really good. Besides being there with you guys, the whole pay-per-view in its entirety was really, really good. It was a very great pay-per-view.
Yeah.
It was a great, and I said it to you in that building. If they keep putting on pay-per-views like this, WWE might have actual competition. And I thought Dynasty was going to be that inaugural whoa moment. Like, holy shit, another banger. Great. Now I'm excited for Double or Nothing. Another banger. Oh, now I'm ready for Forbidden Door. Awesome. Another banger. And it's just like, I feel like Dynasty fell off a little bit. Good matches on there. There was definitely good matches. But entirely, as a whole product, was a 3 out of 5.
No.
They gave 6 minutes to Julia Hart and Willow. They didn't really execute the Swerve and Samoa Joe match. How many more times do we need to see FTR and the Young Bucks? Like, it's just like it just felt like a very let's just throw this shit together pay-per-view like they've done in the past.
I will
And
feel
I'm
that
just
all
like,
admit,
Feel that
in
all
the arena, I do not want FTR and Bucks to interact with each other for basically the rest of their careers.
What are you guys talking about? They've met like
I'm
4
sorry, I'm
times.
sick
They
of
put on
FTR
awesome
and
matches.
Bucks right now. It's like it's too much right
it's,
now.
how many more times? And now we're doing it again at Double or Nothing.
Dude, if they put on matches as good as that ladder match, they can fight 20 more fucking
Like
times. It's fine with
in
me.
my mind, I
Come
feel
on,
like
there's other
after
tag teams that
Anarchy
could
in
be
the
getting
Arena,
more of a
that's the
look
perfect.
here.
You could literally make that the perfect moment to debut Motor City Machine Guns and just do Motor City Machine Guns with Bucks or whatever. Would have
I'm not saying it always has to be them, but I'm just saying it. They've
But
only
it's
fought
been a
4 times.
recurring
That's over like 2
story.
years. That's over
It's
like
been
2
a
years.
recurring story.
Yeah,
They were on
they're
Revolution.
two
They
of the
were on
best
Dynasty.
in the world.
Now they're on Double or Nothing.
I
Will
get
they
it.
be in Forbidden Door? Possibly.
I
Like
mean,
that's
Forbidden Door will
that's
probably face a
that's
New
3
Japan
pay-per-views
team.
in a fucking row that we're getting FTR on the Bucks.
I don't even know the New
how
Japan
much more are you
tag
going to
team.
be hanging on a safety net of the Bucks and FTR?
I hear what you're saying, but it's not like they've fought. They haven't even fought like 6 times, and you're making it out like they've just keep
Last
fighting.
year they fought a lot against each other as well.
I'm just
I
talking
thought
about
the same thing. They've
No.
had the
No.
Dynasty match was their 5th time facing each other
right.
in the history of being in AEW,
Yeah.
and in a tag match.
A 2-on-2 tag
Yeah.
match.
Yeah,
Because I thought the
but
same thing until they highlighted that had only been 4 times prior to that.
I mean, the way I see it,
They're
it's
in
like
All
I
In.
would rather, what's it called?
They're like the main story right now. It's
I
going on
feel
besides
like it
some
should
other
have just
ones in
ended with All
AEW.
In because they kind of made it a thing. Like I don't
Like,
know, it sounded like it would have
Come on,
ended.
let's get
at
away
All
from
In.
the safety net. Let's be new. Let's be exciting. Like what's going on with other people? Let's get some other people in there. I felt the same way with the BCC when they were doing it consistently in every single week. It's like you got great people, but again, how many more fucking times are we going to see the same people?
I'll be
every
honest,
week?
I don't really know like who like Bucks would face at Forbidden Door other than like Bullet Club.
It's FTR and Bucks.
I
No matter
feel
what.
like
At Forbidden Door.
Forbidden Door, it's going to be someone from another
Forbidden
company.
Door, it's gonna be a New Japan team.
Yeah.
Or
Maybe that'll be their break. Maybe that'll be their time
Like,
where
Or
neither
maybe
sets
Los Ingobernables. I don't know. It's just
That'd
I
be great.
Anymore.
I feel like
Well,
Forbidden Door, it's gonna be like just all. It's
I don't think so. Wow. See that?
no.
regarding like Forbidden Door. I feel like the easiest thing they could do is just have Finlay just try go
Can't believe it left
doing
them
a
up.
whole takeover thing.
That's some
Yeah,
power right there.
Bullet Club.
that's impressive, man.
Just have like Bullet Club go wild on everyone.
So I don't know who this real pineapple guy is, but while we've been arguing, he's been speaking a lot of truth on the comment section here that I've been trying to highlight.
Oh, listen. I'm not trying to like start arguments or anything like that.
Hey, we can argue.
As-
That's fine.
as
We
a-
don't all have
as a
to agree
viewer,
all the
this is
time.
how-
Right.
This is how I've been viewing the product since Revolution.
Yeah, we don't have
And
to agree all
I'm
the time.
hoping it changes. Like Roddy and Roderick Strong, Osprey and Roderick sounds good. That sounds really good. That sounds very exciting. Swerve and Christian Cage, very exciting. Don't give a shit about Anarchy in the Arena. I could care less about any of them. I'd rather see Okada in a match by himself. Let's get Jack Perry back in the ring wrestling. Like, and I mean, like, come on. Like, why hasn't Jack Perry, who's been going on an absolute tear in New Japan, now back in AEW, haven't wrestled yet? Especially on Double or Nothing. Like,
Well, he was wrestling
where-
just in Anarchy in the Arena.
Yeah, he is a Double or Nothing, right?
I missed that in the rundown.
yeah, he's wrestling, but again, he's not like I want to see him showcasing his singles
I hear you. I hear you.
shit, not with all these other great talented people. It's like,
Yeah. I agree with that. Yeah.
Actually, regarding Jack Perry, for Forbidden Door, I'm pretty sure when he was in New Japan, he was like part of House of Torture, so he could probably bring in House of Torture. Maybe FTR fights
that
House
could
of
be
Torture.
exciting.
I don't know. I don't know who from House of Torture, but could happen. Maybe it's Jack and someone else. But I really don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I would have, especially bringing back Perry with all the video that circulated around. I would have definitely have utilized him in some singles matches going forward, especially after the attack on Kenny. You know,
Yeah, Real Pineapple, he says, just because he's not wrestling doesn't mean he's not making an impact. He says he's getting heat, feels 100%
yeah, no, I get that.
comfortable in his gimmick, and that's a huge win, which I
No,
agree
I agree.
with. But
I agree.
I agree with you too, Dylan. That right, put him in the ring.
I mean,
More that went about Mercedes, about Jack
we were
Perry.
all before he left for New Japan. All of us here was saying Jack Perry's trash, and now he left. He gained a new character, a new gimmick, a new shtick. He's been killing it on the New Japan, brand new wrestling moveset, brand new wrestling style. Now he's coming in. He's attacked Kenny Omega. He's been getting heat. Very exciting. Awesome. I'm very happy for all of that. And absolutely, he's definitely working his way back with the crowd. But leading into this Anarchy in the Arena match, I still would like to see him wrestling somebody, even if it is a jobber per se, just to get him back in the AEW wrestling moveset. See if he
We don't
brought any of that
out
New
into the
Japan
universe
style.
for AEW to put on any more jobber matches.
Yeah,
I mean, that would be a blessing. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. We're holding him off to the pay-per-view. We'll see how many times he's highlighted there. Perry and Danielson would be great.
But with Mercedes, there's already been a pay-per-view since she's been back, and she's not wrestling until the second pay-per-view that she's there for.
Yep.
And that I don't understand, unless she's still not cleared.
yeah.
But that seems hard to imagine.
Weirder shit have been done. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. That's just me. But again, I haven't really been watching every week like everybody else has. I haven't really been able to digest each and every week. I've been watching a lot of the highlights and some match moments and stuff like that. So, she still hasn't been cleared, and they're expecting she will be by Double or Nothing.
Yeah, I've read
That's
that
next
too.
weekend.
Like
It's next weekend.
It's hard to believe that that's the case. I've read that also, but like it doesn't make sense to me that if she's not cleared right now, that they would put all their eggs in she'll be fine by Double or Nothing basket.
I would expect at this point she is.
Yeah, but I mean, so why not have her wrestle?
Well, because now it's
like
save her for the
close.
pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Might as well save her for the pay-per-view now.
All right, Johnny TV versus Hook is next.
Oh, I think you're ahead of us.
Yeah.
We're still looking at Mox and Castagnoli.
Ah,
They're talking a long time.
They're fine. You haven't been paying attention. Don't worry about it.
I know. That's how long they've been talking. I noticed, and I haven't been paying attention.
Yeah, so.
The meal and a match.
Oh, I guess that's what it is. I don't know who this is for.
Well, it's only on YouTube. It's not on television.
I still don't know who it's for.
Watch it.
Really?
Think about how much we liked the Impractical Jokers when they did that dinner party show. That was so fun. Did you guys ever watch that during COVID?
I don't think so. I don't watch it.
Go out and prank people in the world. They just had dinner together virtually.
Oh,
once
yeah.
a week, and it was so good. It was so fun.
I was watching a lot of wrestling at that time.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, we were too. But we made room for the Impractical Jokers back when they still had Joe, and the show was still wonderful.
Yeah. That comment was aimed for me.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I highlighted.
Yeah, well, it's all right. Go watch all the content that I made prior, and then you could ask me if I still could criticize a product. You know what I mean? I think I made enough podcast episodes and videos and watch-alongs and interviews and stuff like that to have an opinion. Even if I haven't watched it every week as of lately. So
Nutella biscuits.
I'll just leave it at that.
I'm okay with you having an opinion, Dylan. I think it makes sense.
I know.
Well, I am excited for Double or Nothing.
Me too.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Not as excited as I was for Revolution heading up to it, for Revolution, but I'm still excited. I mean, it's an AEW pay-per-view. They always feel special to me. That's part of why I love AEW so much. Is like even though they do what 8 or 9 a year, they still feel special to me. Each one. You know?
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like they're just doing it because another month has gone by.
Mm-hmm.
Like other companies' pay-per-views ended up feeling like, WWF or WCW,
I like it because I feel like we're getting, like, not every match, obviously, because especially recently with the frequency of squash matches, but I feel like we get pay-per-view quality matches on television so frequently that by the time an actual pay-per-view happens, I'm like, holy shit, what are they going to do to top, like, what they do every week?
Exactly. Yeah, I agree.
Like I said, go watch my content, and I think maybe then that comment won't be. I think it'll look a little bad after that. So,
All Elite Wrestling Summer Series. What is that? Oh, they're doing them
I'm
all?
still waiting for my commercial break to be over. I just have the TNT logo, and it says we'll resume shortly.
They're talking
They're,
about
like,
something
camping out
called
in Texas.
All In Summer Series, where I think they're doing I don't know. I think they're doing a number of shows at the same arena. I couldn't tell what it was.
It was 5 collisions and Ring of Honor.
In the same place?
Yes.
Yeah, Death
That's
Before Dishonor.
Yeah, Death Before Dishonor. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, July 26th.
Other people, nothing against Real Pineapple here, but other folks, if you're watching out there, you can type too. You can talk to us too. It's fine. It doesn't all have to be Real Pineapple. It's not like we know him or anything. I don't know who this guy is.
But we're glad you're talking to us.
We're glad you're talking to us. Yeah.
There was someone else that popped in the comments at one point.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, did you not see them?
I did not see
Third
them.
comment down. They said they enjoyed their niece's birthday and it was good.
Oh.
Which is awesome. I'm sure your niece appreciated you being there.
So I didn't highlight it. I was like, what?
I often miss my nephew's birthdays and then feel very guilty. I'm not a very good aunt.
No, you don't.
You're their uncle. You're not a good uncle either.
Hey, I'll pay for
Listen,
their
it's not
portion
keeping
when
him up
it's
at night.
time.
You know what I mean?
I hope no one heard what you said.
It's not keeping him up at night. It's not really bothering him as much as you think.
No, I love them. They're my nephews.
Yeah, as long as they're still kicking.
Yeah. They live an hour and a half away. What am I supposed to do,
It's too much work.
Yeah.
I don't even bother. I would forget that they exist, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't
Too
even
far.
have a car that can get like 25 minutes away right now. It's the least of my worries.
Again, they don't exist anymore. You know what I mean? That hour, 30-minute drive, nah, too far. 20 minutes, you still are around. That's a phone call state. That's a phone call. That's a phone call state. Hour?
My therapist once, I was like, if someone lives more than like 15 to 20 minutes away from me, it might as well be like they just don't exist anymore.
Yeah, I pretend that
Absolutely the
they
truth.
moved. I pretend they moved to a different state. Oh, how are you doing in wherever state you're in? I'm 20 minutes away from you. Shit, that's far to me,
So that guy's mask just made me think of this. The North Carolina Senate passed a bill that still needs to go through the House, but saying that
wrong way around.
wrong way. It went through the House, needs to go through the Senate. Saying that it is going to be illegal to wear a mask in public.
Like
Even
a
if you
face mask.
even if you have health concerns. Like, so if you are immunocompromised, it would still be illegal for you to wear a mask to like the grocery store or the doctor's office or a movie theater. Isn't that crazy?
That's insane.
I think that's the most dumbest thing I ever heard in my life.
That's how crazy our Republicans here are. They're so fucking nuts. They're not even in touch with reality.
No, they're backwards. But so is a lot of government. But
Yeah. But yeah, that's an especially stupid rule, especially when the study came out about what COVID does to the brain. Like, we're just finding out what COVID does to the
I was
brain
something.
Like long term.
long term. Yeah, it's pretty disturbing.
I mean, it's not just like anyone's state. Like, I think just yesterday in Congress, there was like in a committee meeting, they were like two members were arguing. I think it was AOC and Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Lord.
I think they like actually like fought like in the committee, and like because like one of them, like I think Marjorie Taylor Greene just insulted another member of the committee. I'm like, what is going on?
Mhm.
Why are they just? Why is it all immature and stuff now?
Yeah, I heard that. That was a few days ago. They were like arguing about getting stuff like stricken from the official record, and like they were like, "I meant what I said. It shouldn't be stricken." It was really
Really
Yeah.
dumb,
Pathetic.
really pathetic and childish.
Mhm. Yeah. It's like listening to like 13-year-olds argue.
It's worse than that. I work with 13-year-olds. They argue much more intelligently than those women did.
You're right. I think you're right. Actually,
I
yes.
am right.
Very dumb.
Why is Taya dressed like she's wrestling if she's not wrestling?
Yeah, you never
Who
know.
Who knows? I'll be honest. I kind of assume that's what she just wears, like all
What's up, Eric?
time on TV.
Yeah.
Like on TV, she just always wears that stuff.
Hey, Eric, how's it going?
Hey. So you're gonna watch Collision and Dynamite?
Yeah. Well, we're not doing our show till Wednesday this again.
Oh,
We work Monday and Tuesday night.
I know.
Oh, you're working Monday and Tuesday?
Unfortunately, Monday and Tuesday night. Yeah.
Night.
No.
What's up with that?
Yeah. So if you're watching, I'm gonna make an announcement, but our AEW Weekly will not be airing Monday night. It will be airing Wednesday night this week.
Okay.
Are we ready for a busy week next week? Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
It's Memorial Day.
It's the end of the school year. It's always busy.
I assumed he was talking about wrestling.
I know, I'm sure it was. But end of the school year adds to the busyness of the wrestling week.
Yeah, no, can't wait. Well, we got Double or Nothing coming up. Yeah. I mean, the more AEW, the better for me.
Yeah, me too.
I love
Next
it.
Friday's House of Glory show too.
Oh, that's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Nick-
Riddle and Santana are going at it.
Right. Awesome.
And AJ Francis.
AJ Francis.
I think yesterday, there was like a Revolver show, that Moxley showed up, helped Sami Callihan, and then Sami Callihan like fired a guy one of the guys that was beating him up, and beating up like other people. But I don't know. Oh, and
Wait, what else was happening at House of Glory, Dylan?
Oof, a lot.
If y'all don't know out there, House of Glory is an independent company in the Northeast. Pretty good. One of the bigger independent companies.
They got some really good big names coming through there.
Oh, so the
And-
three-way eliminator is on Dynamite.
Okay, all right.
So yeah, Riddle and Santana for the World Championship. What is it? Sexy Star will be wrestling, and then
Oh,
it'll be
nice.
Cold Blooded
Nice.
Killers.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Cold Blooded Killers
good.
versus Main Event. Main Event will also be in Boston, and then there's going to be a House of Glory Wrestling Glory of War at May 25th in Laurel, Massachusetts. It's pretty cool.
Wait, is this Sexy Star or Sexy Star 2?
Sexy Star.
Oh, okay.
Gringo Loco will be there as well. So yeah, it's gonna be Sexy Star and Rena Dorda versus Violet and Diamond in a women's tag team match, which is very exciting. And then we're also going to have
The Diamante, you mean?
what?
Diamante? Is that what you meant?
Dorda, Dorada.
Oh, I thought you said somebody else. I'm sorry.
Violet
Oh, I'm sorry.
and
I'm
Diamond. All good. But for May 25th, Mustafa Ali versus Alec Price, 1-on-1 for the House of Glory title as well. Very excited for that. I'll probably buy that pay-per-view
Yeah.
and watch that one.
That's Friday.
Next Friday, yeah, coming up.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
Since Rocky Romero left the Best Friends, he's had like 100% more singles matches than he had at any point when he was in the Best Friends. Nice. I'm glad
Okay, so the three-way eliminator, yeah, the winner of that three-way is going to fight Jericho at Double or Nothing. For the FTW title. So, all right.
I wonder if they'll do the Hook rematch or do something, newer. Do something new and leave Jericho and Hook for later on.
They could give it to Brian Keith.
You can give it to Shane Taylor.
Cool. Ugh.
He's not fighting.
Shane Taylor. I'd give Shane Taylor to the fucking wood chipper. That's what I would do.
Yeah, the only push he needs is off of the AEW card, back down to Ring of Honor.
Off a plank
I was trying to be nicer.
in the shark-filled waters.
What I need,
I want to see him on my TV.
I need one of my favorites to come back because he's not injured. He's
mean
not
Julia
being
Hart?
booked. No, I said he.
Oh, I thought you said
Where is Ricky?
Oh, Ricky Starks.
Yeah.
I need Ricky
Oh,
back on TV.
he's hanging out with The Rock, making movies.
Huh?
That's
Is he?
He's
Oh,
making The Tooth Fairy 2. He's
Fast
gonna be
and
the
Furious
Tooth Fairy's
11.
partner.
Tooth Fairy 2.
Yeah.
You're making that up.
No, of course. I'm just saying.
Yeah, he's
I
obviously.
believe you. I'm a sucker and think that you would never lie to me, Dylan.
No.
You're so trustworthy.
Yeah, Eric down there, yeah, you're commenting. He said Riddle is one of my favorites. I know about his personal issues, but he's been one of my favorites since his days on Tough.
We all have our personal issues.
Yeah.
He deserves a second and third and fourth and fifth chance. So
And 7th and 8th and 9th and 10th.
you give people chances until they
It's like it's like a hotel lobby door. It just keeps rotating and rotating and rotating. But there's always another door on the other side to go through, I guess. It's a good way of looking at it. And he just keeps spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning.
He'll be back up to the big companies in no time.
Yeah, maybe like selling popcorn or
He's
peanuts,
hopefully he
cotton
gets
candy.
gets his shit together because he's way too talented to be.
He could work as the New York Knicks towel boy when they win.
So in the year like 2070.
25.
2024. Listen, 94, the Knicks were second seed. They lost in the playoffs. The Rangers in 94 were first seed, like first in the Stanley on the playoffs, and I think won the
They
Stanley
won
Cup
at
that
94,
year.
yeah.
Maybe this time it's the Knicks that win and the Rangers that lose.
There's
But
a
the
team that
Knicks
they would have to
win.
beat, though. I don't know if you've heard of
We're
them.
burning New York down.
Yeah, they gotta go. They'll have to go through the Celtics.
The Yankees are killing it, supposedly. Did a 30-15 on fucking Minnesota. Took that broomstick and fucking swept their dirty asses back to Minnesota. It's great. I love hearing how New York is just absolutely killing it right now in sports. I don't watch any of it.
I thought you didn't watch a lot of sports.
I don't, but
Really
I'm such a
fun
New
to
Yorker
watch.
that I am just enjoying New York winning. So when we win, it's like I won too, like we all win.
It's a shame because, like, watching the playoffs, like, I really like this Knicks team. It's been really fun to watch them so far. But, like, I know they're going to play the Celtics, and then I'm going to
and then they're going to take the brooms out and fucking sweep the Celtics. Listen, we've done it. We did it with the 76ers. We did it with the Pistons. We'll do it with whoever. We took LeBron, told him, sit your punk ass back home. We're in it. We're coming there. We're going to the top, baby.
Well, they still got to go through Indiana. They got game 7 against
Taking Indiana right back home, sweeping them up.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, Pineapple, about the injuries.
The Knicks are 2 injured. It ain't happening this year. Yeah, they've got like two of their starters are injured already.
Yeah.
It's little boo-boo wounds.
They're only halfway through the playoffs.
They haven't even made it to the round yet. Like,
It's a little boo-boo wound. They're going to play. Don't worry about it. Don't put that doubt in the air.
And
Shane Taylor's gonna take away the international belt from Will Ospreay when he wins.
Oh my god!
Just to spite you.
Take it.
Yeah, he's not winning the international.
Yeah, Brunson's been awesome.
We got some NBA talk. Yeah, Jalen Brunson is great. He's been impressive.
You guys put that negative shit out there. Say, oh, the Knicks ain't doing it. Knicks ain't doing it. It's going to be green. It's going to be green. The only green that the Celtics are going to be seeing is a traffic light going back to fucking Boston with an L on their passenger seat. A big old loser on the back.
He hates Boston more than the Knicks. Who do you like? Who do you like, real Pineapple?
I love Larry Bird as a Boston Celtic.
Yeah,
only Boston Celtic man that I can get behind. The rest of it is Knicks or die. That's it.
Marcus Smart, Kevin McHale.
Fuck him.
No.
Fuck him.
He won't listen to reason.
Trash.
Knicks fans don't.
Larry Bird could cut your grass and at the same time shoot a 3. All right, he ain't fucking worried.
That's true.
He ain't fucking worried. He can shoot a 3 from the other side of the fucking court. He could probably shoot a fucking 3 from outside the fucking stadium. All right. Larry Bird's the goddamn GOAT. He's the real GOAT that no one talks about.
He's
fucking
way up further in the conversation.
He was a trash man. The man was a trash man and would play for fun, for shits and giggles. For shits and giggles. Would talk wild shit to these fucking teams. Wild shit. You ain't fucking shooting it. You're trash. Go home. Go back to spring training. While they would shoot, like, in front of all-stars, Johnson, Jordan, like everybody. Jordan was even like, whoa, this guy's fucking wild. Larry Bird would look at him and be like, by the way, this is going in. By the way, I'm stealing that ball. By the way, this is happening. And it would happen. It would happen right in front of their eyes. Fucking only real movie. White man can't jump. That man can fucking jump higher than anybody else.
He can jump about 2 inches.
Don't matter. He won.
In his later years, I should say.
Larry Bird was a GOAT.
No, he's one of my favorite players, definitely. It's like probably my second favorite basketball player.
He was the only sports action figure I had as a child. Larry Bird with his like little posable basketball.
Pineapple said Larry Bird is to jumping what Peyton Manning is to a QB scramble. Pretty funny. Like I said, Larry Bird used to be able to jump and would dunk before, the 90s, and then his back was too fucked up to do anything besides hit.
Because he kept bringing the Celtics to the fucking playoffs. He kept bringing that fucking team on his back through the 80s into the 90s to the fucking playoffs. My
But
back would hurt too if I'm bringing a fucking whole division with me. You kidding? You kidding? I'd be like, my God, I'm getting scoliosis from fucking carrying you schmucks out here.
Well, the
Kevin
Knicks
McHale.
have got a
Trash.
game 7. They've got a game 7 tomorrow against the Pacers.
Yeah,
They still gonna make it through that.
they're making it.
I think they are.
We'll see. I don't know.
They're making it.
They are injured.
Listen, all I'll say is this: I don't watch the games. I check the score the next morning to see if they won, or I see it on TikTok, and I tell you now, if I wake up Monday morning and there's another fucking W for the Knicks, tell the Celtics just to turn around and go home. That's it. Kevin McHale, Bill Walton, Robert Parrish, schmucks, trash, absolute garbage to Larry Bird. Absolutely, they were fucking picking up his scraps.
Dennis
Picking up
Johnson,
his
Danny
scraps.
Ainge.
Yo, Robert Parrish. You know what
Reggie
Robert Parrish
Lewis.
used to do? You know what Robert Parrish used to do? He used to open the door for Larry Bird when he went anywhere with him. It's like, oh, no problem, buddy. No problem.
I believe it.
No problem. No problem. I know you're carrying the fucking team to glory again. All right, I'll open the door for you. But Kevin McHale used to order his fucking food for him.
That I don't believe.
Bill Walton used to feed him.
That I could believe.
He's just
Just 'cause
sitting there and
such a
hand
weird
feeding.
guy, yeah.
Got a little off wrestling. We should have a
Sorry.
basketball talk show.
Oh, when
I've
the
been-
playoffs and the Knicks
I was gonna say,
or
I've
when
been-
the Celtics and Knicks play each other.
I've been gambling on it a bit lately, and I've been doing pretty
It's been
well
going well.
on the NBA.
You're welcome. You're welcome for that money in your pocket.
I have been betting on the Knicks. The Knicks have made me quite a bit of money.
Yes, and you know what? You're fucking welcome. You're
Well,
welcome.
sometimes-
Take
sometimes
those
I bet
Philly
against them,
cheesesteaks
though.
and shove it.
Sometimes I've bet against them.
You've regretted it.
No,
Like
I've still
some-
made money.
Oh, all right.
I made
well,
money. Yeah,
that's good.
enough. Shibata beats Romero there.
Yeah.
That was a good match. I don't know, the
That
bit I
was a
saw
good
of it.
match.
He
That was
says,
a
"Don't
really
bet
good
on
match.
them Game 7 if you want to keep winning."
Yeah, no,
My money. My money.
Yeah, I haven't decided. I'm not
do
sure.
not bet Game 7.
Calm down.
No.
Well,
a
now I'm
foolish-
definitely betting Game 7.
That's a
in
foolish
spite of you.
bet. It's a foolish bet.
It's not a foolish bet.
I may bet on
New
Indiana.
York Pride. We're gonna
Yeah.
ride. Listen, we're gonna ride.
He's
It's
talking
gonna.
about
You know
betting
what's
on
gonna be
Indiana.
funny? You know what's gonna be funny? It's gonna be when I wake up Monday morning, and I go, Asa, how much did you win? You rolling in it? And he's gonna go, yeah, I am actually a little better.
I haven't made up my mind yet.
I would. I put $10 on it.
I got to read some stuff. Like I said, the Knicks are they're a little too injured for me to like, but they are at home.
Don't matter. We're coming back.
So
The Celtics are going back to Boston winning now. They're going back to Boston winning
because
now.
we got home court advantage.
They're going. They're
We've been
staying
in
in
Boston
Boston.
for a week waiting for the Knicks to finish their fucking series.
They're staying in Boston with L's on their shirts. For loser. Big old loser.
Who's here wrestling? Oh wait, that's the Beefcake Boulder.
Oh fuck.
Brian Keith.
I like Brian Keith.
So, I know we're supposed to be talking about wrestling, and I know we went on NBA for a bit, but I want to rant really quick. It's a good rant, not a bad rant.
All right.
Starfield got an update.
Oh, I heard about it.
Wait, what
So
happened?
Starfield got an update,
Oh yeah.
and
The map-
we're getting space vehicles very soon,
Nice.
That's awesome.
so we don't have to fucking
Walk everywhere.
waste our oxygen
Yeah.
trying to fucking cross the moon to get to objectives.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of the stuff has been patched up, which has been nice, I heard. So I reinstalled it. I deleted all my save files. I'm starting from day one again.
Really?
I'm starting brand new. Brand new. I'm gonna start it all. I'm gonna go back into it again. And then we're getting Scattered Moons or
Wait, what?
Scattered something. It's DLC. It's free DLC
Oh.
that we're getting for Starfield, and I think that's coming. So this Sunday is a Bethesda, however you pronounce it, Bethesda showcasing. Not like a showcasing. I think it's like just like a quick thing, or maybe they're just at a certain event. But I believe they're going to be talking about Starfield and when we're going to be getting the DLC and stuff like that. So I'm very excited. Sunday, tomorrow. I'm going to keep up with it, see what's going on.
Yeah,
I'm just excited that we're gonna get town maps that have things on them, and it's not just like
Yes, that's going to be exciting.
Like so many towns, I'm like wandering around
You're like, where
trying
the
to
fuck
find
is
the
this?
store I went to
Yeah.
before.
You got to memorize the map in your head, or draw it down on a piece of paper.
I wonder if
That's what we did in the Nintendo days.
I made the mistake of stopping a quest that I was like halfway through in the middle because I didn't have the item that I wanted to like help me blend into the background or whatever. And now I can't get back to it without like having to go through the front door and murdering everyone. That's my only option because I like can't do
What
the
the fuck
same
is this
actions
garbage?
anymore. Is he doing the pit stop?
No, he was biting his nipple.
Oh, that's terrible. But anyway, so hopefully the bug has like a workaround for that because I don't want to have to murder everyone.
Yeah, Starfield is a great game. I have not put the time into it that she has, but I played enough to know it's a great game, but with some big flaws. But it sounds like they're fixing them, so that's nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it sounds like they're fixing them, but yeah, I'm very excited. I'm gonna jump back into it. And then November 24th is Assassin's Creed Shadows that I'm very excited about.
Cool.
You play as two different stories of two different peoples, the Shinobi tribe and someone else. And it has like a lot of historical accuracies from like certain time frame in Japan and everything. And we're going to fucking Japan. And I'm really excited.
Wow.
And yeah. And this man, listen, real pineapple head. I'm gonna have to bring him to New York and give him a 5-knuckle shuffle because he's just talking way too much shit.
No, he's saying No Man's Sky in a good way.
Yeah.
Because No Man's Sky did like a 180. It was shit
I
when they
hope so.
released it.
I hope
And
that's
it
what he
just
means
turned
by that.
around.
Because if not,
Yeah.
That's what it means.
I'm gonna fly you first class here,
Now people love No Man's
second
Sky.
class home.
Where the fuck is this interview taking place?
Oh,
Live in
somewhere in the
Kruger's
stadium.
house.
It's somewhere in the stadium. You know, we're getting a Jason universe.
Yeah.
I read from that.
Yeah.
Well, they just found the
Crazy.
court case, right? Or like
The
someone.
court-
Yeah,
yeah,
so
court
they
case
just
just,
got the name back, and now they're gonna do this whole universe
Mhm.
of trilogies
I
and
thought-
stuff. I'm very excited. No, I know. I like fucking with you, Pineapple. You seem like a fun guy. You seem like a fun guy.
So you hitting on it?
I don't understand what's happening.
Fun guy.
So
Yeah, pineapple head, fun guy. Trying to stay play on
Not
the
a
words.
mushroom, though.
No, I know.
Do you need to come to my 8th grade science class? We had some students transfer, so I have.
Listen, I'm drinking lemonade Ritas. So, let me be me. You know what I mean? Let me be me for a little bit.
As many fungus pineapples as you want, Dylan.
Hawk seemingly is going with.
Yo, shut the fuck up. No one's asking you. No, I love
Excuse me.
Wait, what were you saying, Wolf?
Well, the promo Pac just gave, it was kind of like a weird, like, I don't know how to explain it, but he's just like going off about like I don't care about like anything. Like he told Bullet Club Gold, make me care. I haven't felt anything in weeks, so make me care. I'm like, all right.
You think they're gonna attack Penta?
That's deep.
How would you pick Pac
Pain.
here?
That's deep.
Pause.
Can't cut his hair. I already cut it. What else would you do to Pac? Hide his grease that he covers
You gotta
himself
take
with?
off.
I would take his facial hair off. Shave his facial hair.
Does he have facial hair?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know. Cut his hair, or you could, get all the way. You cut off his wrestling boot, and then you slit his Achilles tendon.
Okay, so let's try to do something that will enable him to wrestle. The next day would be great.
What is
Not something that he'll need surgery and he'll be out till like
Oh.
2026.
So
Again, fake stuff, not real. You know what I mean? Like, let's try to keep him alive. Like, why don't you just take a syringe and just slit his throat open at that point? You know what I mean? Like, Jesus Christ.
On an unrelated note, but slightly related, because we just saw a shoe commercial for Skechers. What do you guys think about the Young Bucks shoes that are coming out?
Eh.
I think they look pretty
I
cool.
think they're
They're
awesome.
I'll buy
$180.
them for Asa.
Oh,
I'm not. I mean, I don't have money.
I know
so-
Ace is
Pump
man.
them up. They got the pump.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I'll buy them and throw them out.
They look pretty cool.
Or set them on fire.
they do look cool though.
But yeah, I'm excited for Assassin's Creed. I think I might take off that day to play Assassin's Creed because I kind of want to dive deep into that. You know what game is coming out that I'm really excited for?
What?
That looks really good. It's only on Xbox, so it's for us. It's not for Wolf. I'm sorry, Wolf. You're a PlayStation person, so this is only an Xbox game. But it's called Hypercharge.
Yeah.
About the action figures that come to life as like
Yeah.
a first person shooter.
I'm
So
gonna
you
get that.
play as these different action figures in like a kid's bedroom, outside in a playground, and it's like there's no microtransactions, there's no nothing. Yeah, I was telling you about this. I sent you the trailer for it.
Yeah. Right.
It's so cool. It looks it's pretty cheap on Xbox. I think it's like $28, $30 tops for the actual base game itself. There's no microtransactions. Everything that you want in the game is unlockable. The only thing that's not unlockable is 2 skins that you'd have to get the deluxe edition for. But eventually, maybe they'll make it like unlockable. But for the time being, it's only Hypercharge, Small Soldiers. Yeah. I'm hyped for that too. It looks so good. It looks so good. And then I'm excited for that one. I'm excited for Assassin's Creed, and I'm excited for Star Wars Outlaws, the new open world Star Wars game that's coming out from Ubisoft. That looks really good.
So I didn't see Pac at first with us. And the way that their guns were breathing, it looked like Austin was getting ready, or Colton was getting ready to vomit. Like he was breathing like people do right before they throw up. And I was like, what is wrong with him? But I guess they were trying to sell that they were like tired from beating him up, I guess.
Gross.
Wait, so this video game with the action figures, is it real action figures or is it like made up action figures for the game?
Made up.
Oh.
But it looks.
A lot of them look similar to ones that you might have played with as a kid, like a G.I. Joe, like a dinosaur, a fucking panda bear. And they're like, it's like crazy shit. Like you can upgrade like the scopes, the guns, the magazine, the color of the guns itself, and all this like really intricate stuff.
When you were a kid.
That was
Yeah,
one.
well, I mean, I don't know. People play with shit. I don't know, man.
I'll show you the trailer. It looks really awesome.
It's
It looks
so cool.
It looks very.
It's so fucking cool. I
It
can't
looks
wait.
unique.
Yeah, it looks so good. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I hope EA doesn't fuck up the new Star Wars game that's coming out. I think it's pretty crazy that the fact that like Pineapple saying that there's a certain Jabba mission that's really not anything to do with the story itself, but there's a Jabba mission that's behind a paywall. So you have to buy like the either deluxe or ultimate edition where you get it and then you'll get the Jabba mission. But I believe, and I could be wrong, but I believe that I thought it was Ubisoft that was making this, but if it is EA on Game Pass, I think we're still allowed. I think we're still given that Java mission anyway, because a lot of these subscription-based games that are available on either EA Play or on Ubisoft are like the gold editions of the actual game, like the higher end version of the game that gives you a lot of like
I need to
the skins, the perks, the
go
DLCs and
back.
stuff. All right, sounds good. See you later.
Just I don't know if you guys saw, but on Dynamite we're getting Swerve versus Nick Wayne.
Yeah. What'd you say? Where are you going?
I'm gonna pray. I'll be back.
Oh, okay, cool. All right.
Well, there.
So yeah, no, it's very, it looks very good, very exciting.
So are you going to be starting a video game?
Yeah, I think I'm going to stop doing wrestling content entirely. You know, it's just work from May to September. I'm just swamped with coke. Like, you know, he sent in. I was telling Kay before, we have 8 pallets in Bridge. He sent in 5 more. Fucking like, why? There's 3 pallets in East Hampton, and I had to stop doing what I was doing there to go to Stop and Shop in South. Luckily, I cleaned 2 pallets out from the 3 that are there, but like, still, it's just like,
that sounds like too much work for me, man.
Nah, you'd quit. I would be honest with you, you'd quit.
Yeah.
You would quit. The moment you saw
I couldn't do it in the
pallet,
first place. I couldn't do it.
the moment you saw a pallet, and then you saw another one behind it, and then another one behind it, and you just saw all the shit that's on the pallet that you need, and you're like, I gotta dig through this shit to put it on a boat, to then wheel it, to then put it on a shelf, is like, nah, forget that. Listen, they pay me really well. The union's great. The benefits are amazing. You know, overtime is given out to kids, everybody. You know, it's just handed out to whoever the fuck wants it. I get a lot of leeway because I have one of the hardest routes out here. I mean, there's Stony Brook that's very hard, and then there's like some other ones that like Stop and Shop. One of the Stop and Shops today got 1,000 cases.
God damn.
That's 10 pallets.
Oh, okay.
10
That's
pallets.
not as bad as it sounds. Okay, but that's still a lot.
It's a lot of pieces. It's a lot of pieces of different Coke products. You know, and then there's pallets of 500 pieces. So that's like 5 pallets, 6 pallets, 7 pallets, something like that. But again, like, you got to cut the plastic. You got to, some of the shit that you need is maybe on the bottom. So it means you got to dig through and put on the side and put on the fucking other thing or whatever shit just to get to fucking the thing you need. And then if it's broken or if it's damaged, then it's like, fuck, I got to put this to the side and see if I have another one. Like, it's just, it's ridiculous. But, it's better off if you have a good salesman that knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
I love mine. I do. You gotta love the special ones. I'll put it to you that way. You gotta love the special ones. He said something really nice to me today, so I can't get mad at him too much today. He said he was very proud to have me as his merchandiser. and
Aw,
that he was going to put in another really good word about me to our big boss and stuff. So I said I was happy to hear that, but
Yeah, it's good to feel.
I kind of done getting all worked up about it because it's just like my thing is like I'm trying to do the right thing, and if I got 6 stores and 3 stores are having so much product, and I got to get to 3 stores that already have the product in the store, but they just haven't been serviced yet, and it's just like I'm trying to do it at a decent time where everybody gets a good amount of service.
Mhm.
For one person, it's a lot. It's a lot of work. But when I have another person out there to sit in one of the busier stores than the others, then it's a lot easier. Like today, I had the help. So like I had someone sit and bridge and do the hard shit. So all I had to do was the other 5 stores, which was easier. I mean, it's still a pain in the ass day, but all in all, it was a lot easier than doing all that other shit on top of all the other shit I already had to do. But
That's good.
yeah, you know.
Plus, it's nice that you like work for someone who appreciates you after.
Yeah, and that's another reason why it's like I'll take the abuse.
Mhm.
I'll take the back-breaking abuse that I get. But at least once in a while I get a compliment. I'll take that. I'll
Yeah.
take it. It doesn't pay the bills, but I'll take it. I'll take it. Makes me feel better when I'm coming home, sweating,
Yeah.
just dripping in sweat, and I'm like, my body hurts, and now I gotta go to bed. I gotta be up at 5 a.m. and do it again. Like, yeah, that's what it sucks. Like tomorrow, I'm up at 5:15. Like the weekends, I get to sleep in a little bit. It's only really like 15 minutes, but yeah. And then it's 7 tomorrow till probably 6:30 again,
Damn, dude.
which is good. It's better than 8:30.
So if it's 7, when do you get up? 5:30.
5. So
5.
during the week it's 5 in the morning. I'm out the door by 5:15.
So when you going to bed? I hope like 9.
9:30. Yeah, like in a little bit, I'm probably gonna go to bed. Yeah. Yeah.
I just saw your wall. Did you take your wrestling stuff off your wall?
No, it's right
Oh,
there.
okay. I just
He rearranged his room.
okay.
So yeah, so my desk.
around.
Yeah, so I'll show everybody. So okay, so there's the bed. There's Bailey.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Right.
Hi, Bailey.
Then there's the calendar that we used to have. Then it's now that's where the this used to be is now from there to here, which is facing just a wall and has a hole in it, but it's where my TV used to be. So now that's where it is from there to now here, and that's it. So yeah. Replay.
She heard you say that Bailey was there and she wanted to come see.
apparently, yeah.
Hi, Replay.
The star of the show has arrived, ladies and gentlemen.
The real star.
Mm-hmm.
Not all the hard work you guys are putting in. It's just her.
Oh, look at her.
Does she sleep with you guys? I think I asked this question already.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she doesn't sleep on the bed because like she doesn't like anyone in her space. Like
Yeah.
she likes us
Yeah,
to
Bailey's the opposite.
but then like yeah.
Bailey's the opposite. Bailey needs to be on top of you. Where our body heat keeps us warm in the winter.
Well,
Oh,
if you're sitting,
that's
she
cute.
very much likes to be in your face, as you can see.
Yeah.
But when she's like getting ready to sleep, she doesn't like anyone to like touch her or be in her little bubble.
Yeah.
She's a good girl.
Yes, she is. She was very good when I came.
Mhm.
Very good.
I wasn't worried.
I was very worried.
I was very worried.
I know you were.
I was scared.
Yeah.
I
I was
peed a little bit. I ain't gonna lie to nobody here. I peed a little bit when I saw the dog. I said, "Oh shit, here it comes!" Like, you know.
For those of you at home, she seems like very sweet and harmless now, but her bark is very scary sounding.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, she was ready. She was like, "Game on,
Yeah.
game on!" Like, you know. But then, after a couple of pepperonis and realizing that I wasn't a bad guy and I'm the guy with the treats, she was like, "Oh, all right, he's not bad. I appreciate you." And she sat literally as close as she is right now to Kay
Yeah.
and was like,
For the whole weekend.
for the whole weekend, and didn't let me go at all and loved it. She didn't like when I got
you
up.
might be the
When I
person
went to the
giving
bathroom.
her the most treats in the shortest amount of time.
I was scared.
The
I was
top
willing to
of
give her the
her
whole
favorite
fucking box.
list, I think.
Yeah.
I would have gave her the box with a thing of Benadryl in it, so that way I could get into the house. You know what I mean? Like I was willing to take down that dog at any form. But we realized I'm a good guy. I'm really great, you know.
I think it's water.
Long Island isn't as bad as people say they are, you know. So
Well, now you come back and she'll love you.
yeah, she can't. I bet you can't wait. I can't wait for it either.
Baby. Baby.
But yeah, man, no, works great. I do enjoy it. I'm happy I have the job. I really am. You know. But it's a lot of physical activity. I will say that. But you know what though? I lost a little weight from it already,
That's good.
and I'm building a lot more muscle.
You did look a little thinner, yeah, for sure.
Thank you. Yeah, I you know, I'm also eating healthier too because you know everything. Panera's like $20 for a fucking salad.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, I'm like, fuck that. You know, I'll do it once in a while and shit, but like I don't really eat fast food as much anymore, which is nice, you know, and I'm doing a lot of work.
Yeah, yeah.
So like, you know, I'm drinking a lot of fucking water to stay hydrated.
I've gained weight. I haven't been doing anything.
That's okay. I wish I could gain weight again, honestly. Like I do miss it.
You
But
miss
like
it?
I do. Because like with all the work that I do now,
Yeah.
my like appetite has like I'm hungry and I can eat like a lot more, but it's not like I try to eat a lot more of the better shit.
Yeah.
So like now, like I bring a cooler with me with like ice bags and
Save some money
so
too.
I have like so like I have like a Powerade and then I have like 6 cans of water. This like the bubbly water. And then I have like 1 0 sugar Coca-Cola in there, and that's like my treat or whatever. And then I'll put grapes in there and eat grapes. And then I'll get like wraps or I'll eat a Panera salad and stuff. And I try to eat, I've eaten better. And then when I come home, I'm eating real food instead of going to Taco Bell and spending $20, $30. Like I went to Taco Bell like a month and a half ago. Yeah, I think I ate the longest now I've had is like 2 months. I've not eaten Taco Bell.
No, I mean, what do you get at Taco Bell that you're spending $20 to $30 at Taco Bell?
I get a lot of food. I get a lot of food.
That's a lot of food.
Well, the meat stuff costs more, babe. Costs way more.
I've never had meat from there.
Yeah. But like now, like when I go, it's like a quesadilla. That's about it.
Those are good.
It's weird because it's like I'd be like, oh yeah, give me a quesadilla, give me a Crunchwrap Supreme, get me two chalupas, get me this, get me that. I'll eat a burrito on the way home. Then I'll come home and eat like some of the food. Then I'll save some of it for later on. Then I'll eat the rest of the food at night. And then I'm like, all right, time to go to bed and just like fucking pass out and shit. But the next day I don't burn it off. I don't work it off. But now with this job I do. So it's just like, yeah. No, it's good. It's good. I'm happy. I needed it. I need something to keep me physical. I need something to keep me moving and grooving. Pizzeria wasn't doing much. Red Bull, I was just fucking doing nothing but driving.
Yeah.
Fucking waste of time. You know, this at least, like, I'm spending 4.5 hours in a store packing out, walking up and down aisles, and up and down fucking end caps and coolers, and in the back, fucking breaking down pallets, lifting pallets, dragging them out on fucking pallet jacks, and fucking cutting them, and all this shit. Like, that's a lot.
Yeah, I used to work in groceries. It wasn't as hard as what you're doing, but I mean, I kind of know what you're doing. I used to have to do some of that, and it was a lot. Yeah.
It sucks.
What's going on with Orange Cassidy and Don
Well,
Callis?
Orange Cassidy's just got to
Yeah,
win.
Don Callis has a thing for him. He
Yeah.
wants him in the Don Callis
I know, but where do you
family.
think that's
But
going?
Cassidy
Like,
kind of
he's gonna
seems
join?
like he's okay with it.
Yeah.
Hey,
Lexi out in the front. That's the first time I've ever seen her in the front.
Yeah, usually they keep her in the back.
Yeah.
you see the missing Danhausen poster in
No.
the back? Of,
Do you think they listen to our podcast and thought about it?
Maybe.
He was on our new segment, Faces on the Milk Carton, about people in AEW who have gone missing.
They're still signed to contracts, but it's like, where the fuck are they?
well, Danhausen, I think, is in GCW right now, doing shit. I think he's doing shit on the indie circuit.
Oh, he's had like in this calendar year, he's had matches with like 6 or 7 different indie promotions.
Yeah.
And he just signed to have a match with another one that we didn't list on our show.
So
weird
it
though
looks
is-
like, yeah, Orange Cassidy versus Trent Beretta is going to be at Double or Nothing.
Yo, kick his
Did
fucking
I
ass!
have a stipulation because I just did that.
I don't know. It doesn't, right now, it doesn't seem like it.
Yeah. Because when they did it earlier, I was like, that's where they're not saving this for Double or Nothing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just got an ad for Iron Claw on Max. The movie is so good, except for
I watched it already again.
a couple parts.
It's
Yeah.
so good.
Very good
Yeah.
movie.
It's so good. I'm getting it on DVD.
Yeah,
I think
I just was thinking
Tuesday.
I get it on Blu-ray. Yeah.
Yeah, I need a physical copy. It's so fucking good. So fucking good.
I wish there were more. It just makes me wish there were more movies about wrestling. You know,
Yeah. You know what movie was really good?
Ready to Rumble.
I thought what?
WCW Ready to Rumble.
No.
No. No, it's not.
No. The
Oh,
Hulk Hogan TV show, animated. No. Late Night with the Devil.
oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, we
yeah.
watched that.
Did you see it?
Amazing movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good.
okay,
I'm
I
glad
thought
you liked
it
it.
was-
I was like, no way.
Really good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was awesome.
I thought it was really good. It felt like a Johnny Carson episode that just went awry.
Yeah,
I mean, they really nailed the era,
yeah.
the time,
That's what I
the
said.
feel, the people's clothes. Like everything really was on point with that movie.
Yeah, they killed it.
The CGI was okay. Like there was some parts where it's
Right.
like,
Yeah, I agree.
but generally speaking, I think I give it a 4 out of 5 overall. I think it was still really, really good. The ending is what fucking threw me when
So,
fucking he killed the fucking
Um,
girl, and I'm like, wait a second. I rewound it because I was like, how did we get there? Like, how did we get that is the last of the scene, and the sirens are going, and the crowd is like, and everyone's dead. And I'm like, he killed them all? I'm like, wait a second, what the fuck has happened? So that was good. It was really, really, really good.
So Prince Nana just quote tweeted my reply to him on Twitter. Because what's it called? Original post, he's like saying, being fired doesn't mean you can't be rehired, my friends. It's all how you look at it. And I'm like, please don't tell me you got fired. And then he tweeted saying, no, I'm drinking coffee. And then he linked to PrinceNanaCoffee.com.
Oh,
I'm like, what?
Buy the coffee. I'll drink the Prince Nana coffee. I'm not a coffee person at all in the slightest, but I'll support it.
Prince Nana Coffee?
Yeah, apparently Prince Nana.
Can you send me the link to that on Twitter, please?
Yeah.
Will do.
And I want to see
Send it
how
to
much
all of
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then send it to also
All right, I'm gonna just
Kay and everybody, because I'm very curious.
and I'm gonna. There you are.
Oh shit! Breaking news: an unknown object just flashed across the sky in Portugal.
What?
Where are
Yep.
you getting your breaking news from?
I don't know. Dom Lucre, breaker of narrative.
Oh, fuck that guy.
Wait, you know
I
that?
don't know.
Yeah.
Inside paper.
He's this fucking conspiracy theorist who's
I don't know. There's a video. I'm watching the video.
he's just out of his mind, but he's very, very popular, but he's out of his mind.
Hold on. I'm gonna share it with you.
My lord.
Pineapple, I also wish we had more managers in wrestling. They are like my favorite parts of AEW and Ring of Honor a lot of the time.
Used to be one of my favorite parts of WWF back in the day. Yeah, with the managers. They were about as colorful as the wrestlers were, you know?
I hate that they took Maria Kanellis Bennett away from the Kingdom. I get why they needed to, but I loved her being their manager. She was awesome.
I just sent it to you, Asa.
Thank you. Oh, they said, yeah.
Look at this. Prince Nana Coffee. Can I share? I can share my screen. All right. Prince Nana Coffee. Put that on the thing for a second. Let's look at this. Prince Nana Coffee. Fresh roasted coffee.
How do I do it?
$19? That's not bad.
Coffee, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I don't know how you do
As bad as I thought. So you got pecan pie, turtle. Interesting. Mocha, pumpkin spice, Mexican chocolate. Interesting. Cinnamon bun, cinnamon hazelnut, and caramel.
I'm not a big fan of flavored coffee beans.
Cheese, apple cider, mango treat, peach paradise, English breakfast, jasmine and masala chai. Ooh, you can even get sample packs. Flavored coffee sample packs. Best sample pack is 6-bean, cowboy, breakfast, Peru, Mexico, and Bale.
Yeah, Pineapple, I agree with you. Even with when he was injured, like the Undisputed Kingdom doesn't need to be seen without Adam Cole there.
Interesting.
I feel like
Oh,
it's
there's
just
even more. So chocolate
more
hazelnut,
than they've already done.
French vanilla, mint, and candy cane. Oh, you already took it down?
I never saw it.
He doesn't know
I
how
didn't
to put
see
it up.
I don't know how to put it up.
Oh,
You forgot who you were talking to.
I did forget who I was talking to. So for coffees, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Yeah, you gotta have to do it. You can break-
13.
I'm not going to break
something.
anything. Fine, I won't do it.
So,
You want me to share it again?
yeah, go for it. I don't know how to do it. I'm trying to figure it out.
It's all right, man. It's all
I'm
right.
going to try more.
It's a broken user, not the broken system.
More.
Other people have it.
Oh, but you can change the layout.
Settings? I don't know.
The settings? Yeah, I don't know. Where do I go? Do you know?
It should say there should be just like in the lobby, like if you're bringing somebody up,
Okay.
another screen.
All right.
I can't. Okay.
And I'll say Dylan, and then I'll be another screen.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Thank
You're
you.
so smart.
All right. So in here, these are all of the blends.
Those are all
Breakfast blends.
coffees?
These are all Prince Nana coffees. Blonde, Italian Rose, 12-pack single serve, capsules, 60-pack single serve. Things, that's crazy. Cowboy blend, African espresso, breakfast blend, okay. Latin American, African kashawa. Interesting. Half calf, French roast, holiday, cold brew, max calf, gourmet donut.
Cold brew.
Yeah, so these are the blends.
But I mean, that's
These are the flavors.
weird.
Okay.
Best for that.
Mocha, pumpkin seed, stuff like that. Then the teas. These are all the teas. And then there's Prince Nana. But these are all the teas. I think it's pretty cool. I might invest.
I think that's awesome. I do think there should be a picture of him doing the dance on the packaging, though. That was a missed opportunity.
Holding the fucking dollar bills from his goddamn, what was it, $15?
Well, I mean, it kind of has a picture of him doing the dance. It's really tiny, but you have to like zoom in.
But he, oh, there we go. Okay, cool. Perfect. I have no complaints then. Wait, is it?
Oh, yeah, it is him dancing.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that. Hey. All right. Let's get with it. That's
Maybe
not
that's
bad.
why he hasn't been on AEW. He's been working on his coffee brand.
Hey, listen, man. Everybody needs a hobby. You know, everybody needs a hobby.
That's the question. Where the fuck has he been? Because he's not been with Swerve lately. So
I don't know. Maybe he just because I
Making
thought
coffee.
like maybe it's
Making
because he
flavored
didn't want to
blends.
get involved with the whole Mogul
Smelling
embassy
the
stuff.
beans.
I don't know.
I think it's because they're going to do something to him, like the patriarchy.
Maybe
Well,
the
like
big
a dance
characters
bar?
are doing
yeah, but why hasn't he been there?
No, I don't know. Yeah, that's a good question.
That's what I'm
Maybe he just didn't
Here's the
want to
thing.
get involved with the Mogul embassy stuff because that'd
What are you
be.
talking about? Guys, gals. He's smelling the beans. He's making the teas. He's making the blends. He's dancing and making sure it all comes out right. Come on. He's out here. He's
He's
out
the
here.
Willy Wonka of coffee.
He's the Willy Wonka of coffee and teas.
Maybe
Listen,
that's-
I might invest. I might see what's up. I don't like coffee. I think coffee's disgusting.
I love it. My
Tea I
doctor
like.
told
I
me,
like tea.
told me I
Tea
could
I'm a
have
big
one
fan
cup
of.
of coffee a day, so that's good.
That sounds nasty. It's good fiber, though.
It's delicious.
It's good fiber, though.
Fiber and coffee.
Yeah, the beans make you shit.
Yeah, that's
It's not
not
fiber.
That's not the fiber. There's no fiber in coffee.
What are we calling it? Just bad
Making your
coffee?
coffee very wrong.
What are we just calling it? Bad coffee?
No, it's
Okay. Interesting match just announced for
I always thought it was
Dynamite
fiber.
through Tony Khan on Twitter.
Yeah.
Orange
broken neck Tone.
Cassidy and Will Ospreay versus Trent Beretta and Roderick Strong
Holy shit.
Right,
Okay.
on what? On Dynamite?
Yeah.
on Dynamite. Yeah.
Sounds great.
That's awesome.
Sounds great.
We haven't seen Ospreay in a tag match, have we?
Not in no. Not in
Not
AEW.
in AEW, I'm pretty sure.
So how's the podcast going?
Going well. Yeah, going well.
Yeah. Any new subscribers or new fans of the audio version?
YouTube.
Yeah. It goes. Yeah. I mean, the YouTube subscribers have gone up a bit, just a bit. We got like 98 on YouTube, but we routinely get more watches than that per week.
Mhm.
Good.
So that's good.
Yeah, we got a lot of people on
Twitter,
X
on
watching.
X, yeah. Now that like we broadcast it live on there on X,
Mhm.
that gets some views.
Like I think we had mine had like not this past week, but the week before, I had like 50 people watching on my Twitter.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Good
And
shit.
then, other people were watching on mine too. So
Hey, listen. Good shit.
Yeah.
So it's good, but not great. Not where it should be, but we'll get there. I haven't put enough time into advertising.
Everyone has a lot of things going on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of things moving and grooving in your
It's
neck
like
of
I
the
only
woods.
have so much time, and most of the time that I have to put into it is spent actually making the show. You know what I mean?
How do you
I
think
don't
I
really have
felt?
a lot of time.
How do you think I felt?
Good. It can help. You can help.
How
Yeah.
do you think? How do you think I felt?
Yeah.
You kidding? I mean, remember, like I would do. I'd book the week before.
Message
You
your
know,
friends.
I'd book the week before.
Yeah.
Guests.
Yeah. I don't know how you were doing all that. And
I
having to
was
prepare for
doing 7
guests.
days, baby.
And prepare for guests and shit too. Yeah.
Yeah. I would be watching tape of wrestling to interview the wrestlers that I had on and stuff.
Yeah.
I put a lot of work in. I put a lot of
know.
work into what I did.
I know.
I bet did you go for a second one of these?
That's why they call me the greatest podcast out of Long Island. Greatest. I'm like fucking Larry Bird of Long Island, a podcast.
true.
You know what I mean?
I'll agree with that. Luther just stole Serena Deeb's flag.
Yeah, I
She's
saw
got
that.
like fucking 200 of those things though. So
Yeah.
She ordered them in bulk on Vistaprint.
I don't know what's about to happen to it.
Burn.
I think Mariah May is about to lay it down on the floor and urinate on it. I think that's what is about to happen here.
No, it's not a backhanded compliment, Pineapple. I don't think so. I think I like I'll be honest. I started January.
He's just saying Long Island is so small. That's what he's saying.
Long Island's not that small.
But relative to the country.
Oh well, yeah, relative to the whole country. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, 100%. It's like a speck on the fucking map compared to fucking anything else. But I would say that with all of the listen, I had some very great content creators in general doing the work I was doing, but at the same time, I'm not gonna brag. I'll brag, but I hate doing it. Well, I don't mind it, but my shit was good. I ain't gonna lie to nobody. Like Long Island wise, my shit was good. But again, it's because of the fact that I took time and I really dedicated myself to this.
What?
So, but if I didn't, then I'd just be another one of those, dynasty. I'm looking at the fucking show. That's why I said dynasty. Just another podcast out there in the marketplace. But yeah, like I said, I do miss it. There are days that I miss it. I wish I could continue to do it. I had a lot of big goals. I had a lot of big visions. There's a lot of big conversations that I was having with a lot of promotions and stuff that would have been really exciting for 2024, but life got in the way and I needed to change course to make sure my family was good. So now that my family is good, come September, I'm going to do it with gaming. And that's really about it. So
Why September?
No, because I want to get through the summer without any thinking about trying to, do streaming and
Yeah.
doing a podcast and having guests and doing all that shit. Because that is literally another job. It is another job.
Oh yeah.
Like, the contacting and emailing and working out the scheduling is one of its own, but like studying, watching their content, getting to know who they are, observing, working out the details and stuff, like all of that is very much another job, and scheduling and booking and timing, that's another part, and all of that. So I want to know that come September, my time that I'm putting into this isn't going to be sidetracked by my regular everyday job.
Yeah.
No, it is absolutely Pineapple. It definitely is, and I definitely felt that way. I was working a full-time job on top of this, and did it. I did it 7 days a week. We did watch-alongs for AEW, WWE. We did Ring of Honor. We did some House of Glory shit. We did other shit. We did an award show.
And then you
on
did
top of it.
opinions and interviews.
Interviews. I was a guest on shit. I was helping other creators create their podcasts. I was doing a lot of shit. I was getting sponsorships, emailing other companies to get them onto and recognizing the thing. We got Caitlin and Caitlin Pickles on Last Week in Wrestling podcast as a food sponsor. Like, that was crazy that I got that done. It's wild. It's just like it was great. It was a great time. It was a great run. I'm very happy, but now I'm excited to do it for gaming. And I don't know, again, I want to take this summer to really figure out what I want to do come September.
Yeah.
I know gaming is definitely going to be a part of it. I might go back into this, honestly. I'm not going to lie. I think I did a really good job in this field, but I want to add on to this field something else. So maybe I might cover some movies and TV shows and wrestling and gaming and stuff like that. So we'll see. We'll see what comes of it. But for sure, gaming, I want to get into that. I'm trying to buy a PS5 at the end of the summer and get myself back into that gaming schedule and gaming process. I want to start streaming more, some gaming content on Twitch. I don't know what I want to call myself yet. I had Union Daddy Dill as the gaming name. I had the Dill Daddy
Not that
as another one.
Not Dill Daddy.
So wait, you're doing gaming?
Yeah. I'm leaving the wrestling space to go to gaming.
Okay.
And,
just
very
talking
excited.
about last week in gaming.
That's what I said, and see, that's what I see. Pineapple. That's the other thing I thought of too, is waiting till Black Friday. But again, the PC that I have now that I'm streaming on right now is a gaming PC. So yet I really could do a lot of the gaming through the PC. But I'm trying to get my goal is to get a new desk because I need a bigger table. I want to get 2 monitors. I want to get some components for the PC to run it a little bit better and be able to put the Xbox and everything on, leave it on my TV. We'll be able to play a lot of the games on the gaming, Game Pass via PC version because I'm paying for it. So it's why not? But yeah, I thought about just doing a lot of the PS5 games that are available on PC to play them and stuff. Because PlayStation, I'm only playing exclusives. Ghost of Tsushima, Death Stranding, Uncharted, Last of Us, anything PS5 exclusive, I'm only playing on PS5. Everything else is on Xbox. Call of Duty now is going to Xbox come 2025. The next Call of Duty is going to be on Game Pass. Going forward, that's what they're going to start being on. So it's just like I don't need anything else. I just need a couple of new components for the PC to run the games a little bit better. A desk, couple like two new really a new monitor, and then after that, that's really it. Because everything else works. Maybe a new camera, and that's it. So it's maybe like $1,200 worth of shit.
You need a light.
Yeah, a light would be cool.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
wanna see
I
your
want
beautiful face. Your beautiful gaming face.
I like to stay in the dark. In the darkness. In the darkness. I sleep in the dark. I wake up in the dark. I work in the dark. I come home in the dark. But yeah, like I said, I think that's what I'm gonna do. And September is a good time because it's after Labor Day, it's after Memorial Day, it's after the crazy summer, it's dead. You know, Christmas, November, I could kind of like get away with doing some shit. But like Tuesdays would be my day where I stream. And I'd stream from like 7 at night to 9:30. And then, you know, maybe like 6 to 8:30. So that way I could spend an hour making clips of shit. And then, you know, kind of just put some shit on TikTok, make walkthrough videos on YouTube, like take the shit from Twitch and upload it onto YouTube and shit. And then like the days when I'm not able to work 6 days straight, Wednesdays I do the same thing and whatnot. And maybe Tuesdays I'll stream a little bit longer. Sundays maybe I'll do like the podcast where I'll cover like gaming news and shit like that, or that's when I'll do like reviews of games and shit. So I'm trying to figure out what I want to do because like I said, I have a lot of ideas, but yeah.
Let's go.
Logitech Brio 4K webcam. If you need a new webcam, there's an accessory light with syncs with it. That's nice. Oh, all right. That's a really good pickup. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'll definitely keep that in mind.
You know that lighting system we saw that I showed you the video of, like that you put behind your TV and
yeah.
it syncs with the movies?
Yeah, how much was it?
Yeah, I really want one of those.
Do you think it would work with video games? I hadn't thought of that until you were talking about.
It 100% would.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, because going through the TV. It's
Yeah.
I explained it to you how it works.
And I was just making sure it would work with video games.
Listen, he explained it.
Apparently, but he can't remember how much it costs. But I do. It wasn't expensive. It was
Don't
like,
worry about
not
it.
expensive.
That's how much it costs. It costs, don't worry about it dollars and forget about it cents.
So,
Yeah, that's so neat.
So cool. Especially like the Harry Potter clip that we
We
watched.
need to get that shit up in
Pineapple
here.
said it also works with games. Yeah, that's cool.
I-
That
That's
would
what I
be pretty
said.
so
Yeah, goddammit.
I'm
You said it.
still comprehending
I appreciate
that Tony Storm Serena Deeb interaction.
I'm still
Yeah,
trying to get
I'm not
over the fact
sure.
that she got naked on TV.
I haven't-
What is?
Tony Storm
I mean,
herself down and she
yeah, and she
Put
wrapped
on
herself
Serena
with
Deeb
the
flag.
dojo flag.
and then
I'm
did a
like,
little
good.
what is this wild?
It was
shit?
good content.
walkway pose and then she walked away.
I miss naked Tony Storm, is what you're saying?
She wasn't
Correct.
naked.
She
No.
wasn't naked,
She
but
was naked.
she
She
was
was naked
not.
behind the
But
flag. Hey, Antonio, what's up, man?
I
How you doing?
don't know what
She was naked.
what
And you know
wild
what?
stuff we're doing in
It was good
AEW with
content.
Tony Storm, but that's what we're doing.
Thank you, Tony Storm.
What else?
Isn't she dating somebody?
She's
Isn't she
married to
dating
Jake Robinson.
She's married to Juice.
Juice?
Yeah.
Right?
Juice. Oh yeah.
Lucky man, I tell you.
For real.
Gets to listen to that beautiful accent all the time. Fucking A, man. What do you want for breakfast? You know, that's fucking. Whew.
What accent was that?
I'm on my second Rita right
Don't
now.
let him give you shit about fake accents because his are. Awesome.
No, you know
What accent do I hear?
my favorite accent that Asa does. Well, tries to do, but he can't. He can't do it, but he tries to do it. Is the video that he sent me of him of the Italian guy acting Italian in an Italian restaurant, and that there's so many great accents out there. But Asa trying to do the Italian accent from the guy who's not Italian in the Italian restaurant is the best. If we could get a little bit of that right now, that would be great.
I don't know if I can. I don't know. I don't know.
It's like
Put on the spot.
it's like I'll take the pasta fusilli.
Hey, let me get a fucking lasagna over here. Hey, what's the matter?
That's the best one.
What's the matter over there?
Yeah, that's the best one. That is by far the best one. 100%. I heard his Long Island accent on the podcast one day, and I had to pull over because I was laughing so hard. and then I heard because you know what's funny is the reason why that's so funny is that Asa he said it so out of left field one day while we were doing a watch along that it threw me off and I didn't know what to fucking say. So I just let him go. I was just like, fuck it, let him go. Like, what's the worst that could happen right now? He says pasta fagioli, you know, by mistake. You know, it really, really goes at it, you know? So, but I tell you all now though, you two, the next time I come down to North Carolina, we're going to Papa Doc's.
We're going to what?
What's that?
South Carolina. We're going to go to Papa Doc's.
Ugh.
That's where all the.
Relax. All right, relax. All right, just breathe and take it easy. All right. We're going down there because it was really
Oh, that's where you went with your Charlotte people.
correct.
Okay.
Yes, the Charlotte people.
Some random
The-
place in South
the-
Carolina.
The people in Charlotte. Yeah, so yeah, no, it's really good food. I'm not gonna lie. Like I never had a hush puppy. Never.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And they were like, oh, you need to try this like hush puppy. And I'm like, what the fuck is a hush puppy?
Oh my God, when
my
you
God.
serves grit so he can say, what the hell's a grit?
Hey, what the hell? I can't do
No,
it.
you
Real.
can't do it. No, you're terrible.
I was trying to.
It's just terrible.
I was trying to do Joe Pesci.
That was the worst Joe Pesci I've ever heard. It was like the least
Really
Joe
bad.
Pesci sounding Joe
That's
Pesci
really
ever.
bad. Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
That
But-
was better than.
Yours was like almost your normal voice.
Hey, what's the
Yeah.
matter? You got fucking lead in your shoes? Bring me my fucking clams.
Oh my God.
I love Asa. He's an absolute ray of sunshine. He really is.
Hey, wait, what the fuck's the matter back there? You have to get my ravioli all the way from fucking Italy. Hey!
I would love to take him to Little Italy in New York and tell him you're only allowed to talk like that in Little Italy. I would love just to see the people fucking react. Call him a stunad, call him a gugoots, tell him to get the fuck out of here. No, you're not allowed back. I would die. I literally would keel over in my fucking chair. I'd keel over. How did he pass? He took Asa to fucking Little Italy, and that was it. That was it. That was the ending of his life. But no, Papa Doc's, the hush puppies, they have this is something that I think you guys would really like, is they have this thing called ginger butter. So it's butter that's marinated in ginger, like the ginger root itself, and it is
Sounds delicious.
Yeah, that sounds wonderful.
so fucking good. So fucking. It's a little tangy, a little soft, like sweet. Oh my god, it is so fucking good, so fucking good. So we definitely, when I come down, we definitely need to take the trip. Just the Papa Docs. We don't got to go too far into South Carolina. Just the Papa Docs, and then we'll go
It's like a
right home.
3-hour trip for these.
Fuck them.
And then
We're
3
going.
hours back. So 6 hours in the car. These hush puppies better be worth it.
Oh, you're gonna
No,
eat
it's
them and
not
be
3
like,
hours.
we're
It's
gonna
not
move
3
to South Carolina.
That's not 3 hours away.
South Carolina?
No. Yeah.
Isn't
No.
it like 2.5 to Charlotte?
Yeah, about, yeah.
And then isn't from Charlotte to South Carolina where
5
he's
minutes,
talking about?
like
Oh,
5
really?
minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't go to
So it's
Charlotte is right on
2:45.
the border of South Carolina.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
More importantly, we would drive past a Lego store on the way to Charlotte. So,
Who said we're not stopping?
you think we're driving to Charlotte and we're not going to the Lego store?
No. Who said we're
No,
not stopping? Is
No.
my question.
No.
We're stopping. We're stopping at the
Yeah,
Lego
okay,
store.
okay, good. Okay. I
Oh,
thought you
yeah.
said we're not.
But
stopping.
we're gonna stop on the way back, so that way we can enjoy with a full belly.
I'm fine with that.
We just got the office Lego set.
The office Legos.
Yeah, the little war.
We've not started putting it together just yet. Maybe start tomorrow. That'd be nice.
Yes.
It's pretty neat. It's very cool. Going to get it.
Oh, that's hilarious.
It's awesome. Yeah, so it has like all of these like office jokes in it, and it's so awesome. Like there's a little Jello mold with a stapler in it, and you got Kevin with his bowl of chili on the ground, or his pot of chili on the ground. You got Stanley with a pretzel. Lots of good references. I can't wait.
That's great. I think I've watched The Office at least 10 times by now. Just in general, like just episode after episode after episode. It was just like, it's so good.
Mm-hmm. So, but you haven't seen all of it yet?
I've seen them all.
Oh, I'm
I
sorry.
know exactly what happens at the end.
Oh, I'm sorry. I misheard you. I thought you had.
Yeah, when I first watched The Office for the very first time, I watched it within two weeks in total. It took me about 2
Wow.
weeks.
Oh.
Yeah, but
I thought you liked The Office. I thought that was right. Okay. Yeah, I love that show.
yeah, Office is amazing. Ginger Butter is a fantastic. God of War Ragnarok.
What?
I know it says God the righteous creeps me out in the best way, but it looked like God of War Ragnarok for some reason, and I was thinking of video games again, but God of War Ragnarok was really, really good.
Also,
Very,
the
very
righteous
good.
is really, really good. I love
They said the righteous creeps me out in the best way. Also, while I hate ginger butter is delicious. Oh, that's
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah,
I love
Ginger
ginger.
This
Ginger
is
Butter
a
is
cult
really
leader
good.
that I would 100% follow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
That's my
weird.
plan. If this ever dies, I'm just gonna quit my job, sell my house, and go join a cult. That's my plan.
All right, don't die, Asa.
Oh,
Best advice I can give you, buddy.
I know.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie to you. I used to play God of War when it came out on PlayStation, like PS2, and I thought it was really, really fun. And then I fell out of it. And then when they made God of War 2018, I didn't play it in 2018. I played it in 21, 22, and then God of War Ragnarok came out, and I played that in full. and I was like, I'm hooked. I'm hooked. The mythology of God of War, all of that, it was just so good.
I know people love those, especially the 2018 one you're talking about. Yeah,
It's honestly the mythology and the story lore and all like the background history that God of War references, like Zeus and Pericles and Thor and a lot of like the ancient gods and Greeks and Romans and Mayans and shit, and how it all like transcends into one is really fucking good. Like I would give you my PlayStation just to play God of War to hear your feedback. Honestly, like it is a
cool.
really, really good game. Did you see, speaking of games, that All Elite re-released All Elite Wrestling for $100 with all the season passes?
Yeah, I bought it. I bought it for Series X, so now I got it on Xbox One and Series X. The graphics are better.
Did your trophies at least transfer over?
No.
So you got to redo all those trophies.
Yes.
And you have to unlock everyone.
I gotta unlock everybody. I'm still in the middle of that, but so I've been getting like the new, because I wanted to get the new stuff, the new updates. You know, I wanted to keep going, but now get it for Series X instead of putting all the new updates on the Xbox One. You know.
Wolf, do you know why Jake the Snake's not here? Like, is something going on with him? Have you heard anything?
I don't know.
I can
You
tell you.
sometimes know stuff that I don't know about, like.
I don't know. Maybe he's just dealing with old age.
Yeah.
But see, it's weird. Jake the Snake is not around, and Prince Nana is not around.
Yeah, but Jake the Snake's been really inconsistent about showing up. Prince Nana is always
I'm
there
just saying.
until all of a sudden.
Just saying. Two of their highest profile managers are not around.
Sifu is an amazing game. So if there's a little bit of a learning curve to it, in my opinion. Sifu, you play as either a guy or a girl who does like kung fu, like karate, right? And the point is I forgot if it was like your father or your master that taught you the way gets murdered by one of his old students. So you age and you get to this age where then you go and seek revenge. But here's the tricky part. When you die, you age. And the cutoff age is like 65, I think. And then you have to start back at age like 22 or 23 in order to pass the game. But you can only use your kung fu. So like you got to learn the buttons and combos in order to beat your opponents. And you go through waves and waves, levels and levels of different bosses at the end where all of those combos and skills that you've unlocked become more useful when taking down bosses.
Mm.
But the levels get harder and the people get harder each level that you do as you try to find the person that killed your master or whoever the fuck it was. So
sounds pretty cool. That sounds
it's
cool.
a very cool game. It's a very interesting game. But I tell you now, it is very, very difficult. It's like, in my opinion, it's like a very medium version of Dark Souls. If you play Dark Souls, how it's hard and long and like very like
makes you want to die inside.
Yeah, you die a lot. It's like
good.
fuck.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty crazy. Oh, Sifu is like Fire Pro Wrestling. The learning curve is a bitch. Once you get it down, it is rewarding. Absolutely, I 100% agree with that. Once you learn how to play the game, it becomes so rewarding. Like even the way that you maneuver through the enemies becomes so water-like, like very fluid, and you just start moving through these segments. Getting to the boss is so much easier. But then when it comes to the bosses are fucking hard. The bosses are hard. I'm not gonna lie to you. It took me the first one. I got on my first try. I don't know how, but I fucking got lucky. The second one took me 10 times.
What system is this on?
Xbox, PlayStation.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's a lot. But the second boss took me at least 10 times. The third boss took me almost 20. And every time it just gets worse. I got up to the third one, and then I quit. I said, I can't. I was going to break my fucking controller. Did I ever tell you about this Dark Souls game? Where I broke my controller because I played Dark Souls?
I never heard that part.
So when I played the first Dark Souls, because I wanted something like, I was at this point in my life, I was only playing and PC too, yes. PC, I think it's a little bit easier because I think you can do mods, but it's still very fun. 15 times, bro. It took me so fucking long. But listen, so Dark Souls, I was playing, and I got to the first boss, and I was screaming at the top of my lungs. I was like, fuck yeah, fuck this game. This game ain't got shit on me. Mind you, I'm just used to first-person shooters at this point. A couple of skateboarding games, Madden, MLB. Like, I wasn't really, like, getting deep into my gaming at this point.
Mm.
But when I got to the second boss, I had that fucker. There was no questions. I had that fucker. I hit him before he hit me. But they counted his hit before mine. And I died. So I took my controller. Mind you, I had my system down in the basement at the time because that was the only time that we had a huge plasma screen TV in the basement. We still do, but I took my controller, and we have a similar table to where my TV's sitting on now, where it has these glass doors. Took my Xbox controller and just flicked it at the glass and shattered the glass and broke the fucking controller.
Oh.
I was livid. I said, fuck this fucking game. Fuck these Dark Souls shit. This is only for noobs. They don't know nothing. I'm going back to baseball. And I went back to Call of Duty instead. But, yeah. And then I swore I would never play another Dark Souls game. Then Dark Souls 2 came out. Couldn't beat the first boss. I quit. Like Dark Souls 3. Couldn't beat the first boss, so I quit. Then I played Sekiro. It's this like Japan style Dark Souls game. And I was enjoying that one, but then I fell off. I played what the fuck is the name? Oh shit. Can't remember the name now. Oh, The Surge. The Surge was fun, but again, very Dark Souls-esque. I didn't rage quit. I just quit on it. I kind of got bored. And then I played Neo. Neo was really fun on PlayStation. But then I went back to like then I started developing in like story games and shit like that. Like, so I started getting more into different style of gaming and whatnot, sci-fi. I started learning about like Mass Effect and everything, and then I quit gaming for a while to do music more. And then 2013, my life changed when I played The Last of Us. It was the first game that made me fucking physically cry, weep. and it broke me as a human being. And I was like, oh my god. And I haven't looked back since. So
Right.
thanks, Last of Us.
These starts of songs.
Appreciate it.
Right.
Dark Souls was the first game I ever played with dual analog sticks. And the first like 30 minutes of me playing it was me looking at the ground, turning around in a circle because I like couldn't figure out. And the guy whose system I was playing it on does the inverted controls. And like as soon as like 30 minutes was up and I was like, I'm done with this fucking shit. He was like, oh, maybe I should try the regular control settings and not do inverted. And then I was like, fine. And it was awesome.
You know what game I really liked on the original Xbox? Like the original, the one The Rock introduced at like the Microsoft Showcase.
Knights of the Old Republic.
No, not Knights of the Old Republic. That was fun.
Yeah.
That was fun, and I'm not a Star Wars person. That was fun.
All right, I might use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Raw 2.
Raw 2.
With like Big Papa Pump on the cover.
Yeah.
Papa H. Like that was fun.
That was a fun game.
That was fun. And that was the first. So that was actually what's really crazy. What a very really funny story is that was the first console, right, that I bought that I played Halo 2 on, and I fell in love with Halo. Like I thought Halo was really, really good. But Halo Raw 2 was so much fun, bro. Absolutely. Improvement was shitty. Improvement over the shitty Raw game. Yeah, dude, it was so much better. So Raw was like it was fun, but like it was bad. It was pretty bad. But Raw 2 was really good. But Halo 2, what made me fall in love with the Halo series was when we got dual weapons. I said, all right, now it was fucked up. And that's when I played Max Payne.
Oh, yeah.
Original Max Payne.
1 and 2, I love those games.
Yeah. My mom was like, what are you playing? And I'm like, okay, so what you want to know really something really funny? So I'm sorry, I'm going all over the place here. I know we're supposed to be talking about wrestling, but this is I don't really see you guys a lot no more, so it's just like it's nice to talk. But I wasn't allowed. I guess at the time I wasn't allowed a system in my room because my mom knew, like I would just be on the console. Like I wouldn't do my homework. I wouldn't do anything but play video games. So she would keep it in her room. So in her room, and she was the only one that had a TV like in her room at the time. So like in her room, I would play Raw 2, Halo, like Knights of the Old Republic, and that was really it. And then in my dad's room, because they didn't sleep together, it wasn't because they didn't like each other. Well, maybe they didn't like each other, but my dad used to like shake in bed with his foot. He had restless leg syndrome. So like he'd always be shaking in bed, and my mom was like, I felt like I was on a fucking boat all the time. So she was like, "Get the fuck out of here! Like, go sleep in the guest room." So he slept in the guest room.
A lot of times, couples get older, they sleep apart.
Yeah, but it is what it is. But they loved each other. They did all the way to the end. My father bought me the Sega Dreamcast.
Mm-hmm.
That was my very first console.
Yeah, now you're talking.
Okay. Sega Dreamcast for me was the moment I said, this is it.
Yeah.
This is the console.
That was
I had Turok on there. I had X-Men, which was my fucking shit. I loved X-Men on the fucking Sega Dreamcast. That was my shit. I had what the fuck else did I had? I had a couple other games that I didn't really play a lot. I had Madden. I had like a couple other sports games and stuff like that. Then when I got the PS1, my father was funny. My father bought me Resident Evil, Grand Theft Auto,
nice,
and all these bad games. I was like 7, 8, and 9. And my grandmother was like, "Oh, these look fine." You know, my grandmother had a Game Boy. I used to play on a Game Boy, and my grandmother was like, "Oh, he'll probably like this, whatever." My mom's looking at the back of the covers. It's M for nudity and drugs and violence and language and sexual references and shit like that. And my mom was like, "What the fuck are you giving my 8-year-old child this shit?" And he's like, he's gonna kill a couple people, run them over. It is what it is. Like, don't worry about it. Mind you, I'm in Resident Evil. I'm shooting dinosaurs through a fucking window and shit like that. And Grand Theft Auto, I'm fucking driving over fucking women on the side of the road. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just fucking causing chaos and shit in PlayStation 1. But it was fun. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. But going back to what I was saying before, my mom had the Xbox in her room, and then my dad had the Sega Dreamcast in his room. So if I wanted to go on the Sega Dreamcast, I'd go into his room and I'd play on that TV. And then in my mom's room would be the original Xbox. But when they gave me the PS2, I had a TV in this room. And over here where my arm was this big TV. And the games, I remember the games that I got. I got the PlayStation 2 and I cried. I said, "Oh my God, I have the PS2. SmackDown, Just Bring It.
Oh, but Just Bring It. Okay.
Okay. Spider-Man, when the movie just came out with fucking Tobey Maguire. Fucking Final Fantasy. And
which one? Like 10?
I think either 9 or 10. I think was
10.
on.
It would have been 10.
It would have been 10. So yeah, 10, which I didn't play. I didn't play that one. I wasn't a big Final Fantasy game. Kingdom Hearts and Crash and Spyro and Jak and Daxter. Jak and Daxter became my fucking game. So I played WWF Just Bring It for hours.
Yeah, it was a great game.
My mom would come in at like 2:00 in the morning because I was like, I pretended I was JR and Jerry Lawler and Taz and Michael Cole narrating matches that I was doing and screaming, "Oh my God, he went through a table, JR! He went through a table!" And like just fucking losing it.
Was that Michael Cole?
What?
Was that your Michael Cole impression?
No, that was my Jerry Lawler. That was my Jerry Lawler.
Okay.
And like just absolutely going wild. And then my Taz was like, we're gonna have to get in there and we're gonna have to do it right, the correct way and everything. Michael's like, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like I kind of made them a lot more New York than they should have been. And everything. And it was just like it was just wild. But WWF Just Bring It was like the game that I like obsessed over.
Sorry,
over.
I
Hardy
just
Boys, Benoit,
match
Eddie, fucking the Divas, like I really got into it. And then of course like I played Crash, I played Spyro, play all the other fun ones and stuff like that. But yeah, dude, like I stopped playing video games probably around 17 when I was 17 years old.
Can't even imagine that.
Yeah, I stopped playing from like 17
video
years
games,
till
I can't imagine that. What happened to you?
I tried to be a rapper.
Oh.
I really tried to be a musician. Like, yeah, I mean, I was trying to make music to begin with anyway, but like, I really was getting in. I started making music when I was 9, and then I quit when I was like 23. I kind of just fell off. I was like, I ain't hot. I ain't nothing. I haven't put out shit. I'm just making demos for myself at this point.
Yeah.
But then I found Last of Us. And I was like, oh, this is where I belong. But I wish, honestly, like as much as I love being a wannabe musician, I call myself now. I wish I never did it. and then I focused more on gaming because I would have loved to have been in the gaming job now at this age than anything else, like working for IGN or GameSpot or like a high ranking in GameStop or something. I would have loved to have done that than done what I've done instead. So, yeah. But yeah, I'm very excited to do gaming content. So
It's never too late. It's never too late to
no,
do,
no, it's
do
definitely,
whatever, man.
it's definitely. Listen, I don't turn 30 till Monday. Then
And
it's
then
too
it'll be
late.
too late.
Then it'll be too late. Then it's too late.
It's too late for me.
Yeah. I think that like I'm at a good point where I'm gonna do a lot of cool stuff now. I feel like now that I got an actual good job that I don't have to worry about, like I can worry less about job security
Yeah.
since I'm a part of a union, like legitimately a part of a union now. Like I signed the paperwork and everything, and officially this past Tuesday I'm
That's awesome.
in it. Yeah, I'm in it. That, I can kind of just be like, all right, we're done here. So, no, I mean, like, they don't really have anybody to do the shit out here on my end. Nobody wants to fucking come out here. The person that was coming out here prior wasn't doing a good job. Now he's doing fucking 7-Elevens, which honestly is that's an easy job. Going to 7-Elevens and just fucking packing out like
Yeah. Over the supermarket.
five bottles of Coca-Cola on a fucking shelf because the coolers are already done. The coolers are done by the 7-Eleven workers,
Sorry,
which is the funniest thing in the world.
Wrestling for a second. Is Anthony Ogogo ever gonna fucking wrestle?
No.
I don't know.
Why is he there? He joined Shane Taylor Promotions. I think he did one trios match with them. Maybe. And then that was like a month or two ago.
Yeah.
And then he keeps coming out, but he's not doing anything.
All right.
It's
No
very
way.
true. The real
So-
Pineapple, the world wasn't ready for the Sega Dreamcast.
So, Dylan, I apologize for groaning in the middle of your talk.
Oh, it's okay.
What's
You're grown.
that?
You grow.
I
You're
had-
grown all the time.
We unfortunately have the displeasure of seeing Soraya wrestle on Dynamite. But yeah,
not
we have
displeasure.
Toni Storm and Mariah May versus Soraya and Harley Cameron.
Oh, okay.
It's not. It's not. Displeasure.
In brighter news, on Dynamite, we will see Kyle O'Reilly versus Malachi Black.
Nice. Wow.
That'll be good.
That will be good.
Why does his shirt say "Damn it, May"? Oh, it says Max. Never mind. It's from How He's Standing.
Did you watch the Max Caster interview with Chris Van Vliet?
Mm-mm.
I highly recommend it.
Okay.
No.
I think the topics that they touch upon midway through when it comes to when Max Caster put out that tweet of a certain, I forgot who it was, but a certain somebody coming to AEW, his response of not needed, we could give it to somebody else instead, I think is the answer of why he said what he said is legitimate. I think because he put it as, why give it to somebody else when we have other people on the roster
Mhm.
that aren't getting as much TV time or screen time, that we could be giving it to them instead.
Who are you talking?
And what's up?
Who are you talking about? Like, who is he talking
I don't.
about?
I forgot who they were referencing. I don't know if it was. I don't know if it was Punk or somebody.
I remember
But-
the tweet, but I don't remember who it was
All
about.
right, Anthony.
Yeah,
Bones
I
versus
kinda-
Bronco.
I think it was a good interview. I do.
Mhm.
I
Okay.
think this interview was really good. I think the Chelsea Green interview that Chris Van Vliet did was really good. A few of the recent ones were pretty good between him and a couple of the wrestlers. A lot of them were like fan interviews,
Mhm.
and you kind of feel that way when he interviews them and stuff. The Jericho one was very good. I like listening to Jericho's mind on the wrestling business and stuff. Excuse me.
His
But
book's pretty good.
I do. I think I'll put it. I'll say this. I think Jericho is one of the better minds of the business that hasn't been so much utilized
Yep.
in AEW as much as it should have been or should be. And instead, he's still wrestling when I think he knows, as well as we know, it's done. Like, he's done everything he needs to do. He's won the championships. He's had the feuds. He's had the moments. He's had the matches. He's created a match stipulation that still lives on to this day, aka Money in the Bank. Like, he's done everything in the ring. I think him, with all the promotions that he has been affiliated with or worked for, is somebody that TK needs to have whispering in his ear the way that he did with Vince. I think when Vince started having him talk in his ear about certain things, Vince's booking and management of superstars got better because Jericho knew how to handle and promote and really actually push a lot of the talent to a different stratosphere. I think Jericho is probably one of the smarter people when it comes to something like that nature of behind the scenes work. And him and Danielson one-on-one together producing really good wrestling content for AEW could be that honestly deciding factor of where AEW can be in the next 10 years. They're both very smart.
Oh yeah.
Like, I'm not taking any of that away from
I
them.
don't know a lot about Danielson, but I can speak for Jericho. Yeah, I mean, he's
Jericho's smart as shit.
Yeah, one of the best
I
minds.
mean, what's it called? Tony Khan has like stated multiple times that like if like he were to like be like gone from AEW and like give it to someone else, he
He
told
would
his
give it to
dad.
Danielson.
Yeah, he told his dad give it to Danielson.
And I think it's not a bad person to give it to. I think Danielson could do what a lot of other wrestlers have tried to do, but aren't as mentally acquitted. I think I'm saying that right. Mentally there to book wrestlers to that next year, to that next 6 months. Because like Jericho has written work for 6 months, for 8 months. He's able to change things on the fly and still have it work. Yeah, does it not always sound right or look good or executed properly? Yeah, but it's better than not having something that makes somewhat of sense when it comes to a finished product. So I feel like we're at a point where somebody like a Jericho or Danielson who's been everywhere. I mean, they both have been Ring of Honor, New Japan, WWE, now AEW, Evolve. You know what I mean? They've been on multiple continents, on multiple different promotions, on multiple different promotions in small and high regard. It's just like I feel like, and kind of to this point, I think AEW personally has outgrown Jericho. I also think that with Danielson as well. I think AEW is that company that is trying to hone in on the younger and newer talent with some of its old talent that originally started AEW to continuously grow and produce new and exciting talent. And I think Jericho and Danielson have that keen eye for something like that. compared to someone like a Tony Khan.
Yeah, no, I hear you. And you know, that is what AEW needs to be able to do needs to be, because WWE, they're going to do what they're going to do, period. That's what they've been doing forever, for the last 40 years at least, I should say.
Right.
And they're going to do what they're going to do their way. And it's been very popular. But so if you're going to make a legit, you know, challenger to them, you know, like you said, you're going to have to get the future, you know, the next step of wrestling. What's it going to be? Which I think AEW gets with the, you know, with the wrestlers that they have and that they feature. But, you know, the storytelling presentation is still WWF-esque.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like now it's more WWE. I feel like they have tried to do more sports entertainment than, like, okay. So I started watching AEW in 2020 when COVID happened.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
I wasn't a fan of AEW when it first started.
Me neither. Yeah.
I thought that it was just a try-hard WWE trying to think outside the box. I didn't like MJF. I thought the Acclaim were ass. I didn't really like a lot of the wrestlers. Some of them were cool. Some of them were garbage. I didn't understand Dynamite. I didn't understand Rampage. I thought it was... I really tried to just put it in the box of, this is competing with WWE, but it's never going to last. Then I stopped watching WWE for a few weeks and give AEW like my full attention.
Yeah.
And what I saw and what I came to the conclusion of is AEW is what WWE was at one pivotal moment, which is that Attitude Era that everybody wants to recreate in so many different ways. But the difference with AEW is, yeah, it's trying to create the Attitude Era, but for that new generation of wrestlers that's trying to come up. It's not honing in on its base legs of talent and just pushing them. It's pushing all these other great talents on these two big promotions, that being AEW Dynamite and Revolution and Rampage.
Collision.
Well, Rampage at the time, no, and Dark and Dark Elevation, and not that Collision's not around at this point. As it continued to grow, we started seeing a lot more of WWE wrestlers coming in, making AEW turn more into a sports entertainment type of promotion, though it still tried putting fist forward the, hey, we're still different. 2019 work is very good. 2018, if they, I could be wrong, but 2018 when they were around, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 4 years straight, they were killing it.
Yeah.
They were the competition for WWE. WWE at this point has been lackluster. Same stories, same shit, same this, same that. Everybody was getting tired. Everybody was getting worked out. Everybody was the same shit. Now we have a different competition that's on the days that are not WWE days. But guess what? We're also around. We're also trying to enjoy shit. We're bringing in other people from other promotions and trying to make this something different, something a little bit more outside the box of your wrestling entertainment. And that's what AEW was. AEW was killing it. 2023, yeah, it started getting a little weird. 2022, late 2022, started getting a little weird. 2023 started getting weird. Now we're in 2024, and it feels to me, and again, I could be wrong, but to me, it feels a lot more sports entertainment than what it was trying to hone in on the first 4 years of his established product.
Definitely
And I
is.
feel like that now has been oversaturated with so much talent that they don't have enough TV time to
Right.
broadcast all of this talent, even on Rampage, even on Dynamite, even on Collision. Plus all the, like, forget all the drama and stuff that happened behind the scenes. I'm just talking about the product that's on TV. There's too much of a roster. There's too much of this. There's too much of that. And we're at a point now where it's like they're trying to hone in on their stories, and their stories are getting better as the years develop. The stories are getting better. The builds to the stories to the pay-per-views are getting better. A lot of them are very much worth that $50. Some of them are even worth going to the actual live event and watching the pay-per-view, i.e. AEW's Revolution that us three just went to. That was a good fucking pay-per-view. I don't regret paying $1 for it. I don't. I think it was an amazing fucking paper. Yeah, it was an amazing fucking pay-per-view. But again, they're trying to do something that's outside the WWE, which is good, and it's what they started to build with the first 4 years. But now they're trying to do the safety net of booking. And that's why I say, like, I'm tired of watching the FTR and Young Bucks. I'm tired of watching talent that should be getting booked, not booked on these shows. I'm tired of watching matches that are getting great builds, but poor executions at the end. I'm tired of watching this, that, and the third. So when it comes to those things, like, there's a point to it. It's because of that. That evolution that has happened since 2019 has changed a lot of it. They are competing with WWE, which they really shouldn't be. What they were doing prior, which was not even thinking about WWE, was making them compete with WWE,
right,
and making them the number one product.
No, and everything you just said, I agree with. Yeah, I agree with 100%.
Yeah, the thing is, I don't know. I think maybe Tony Khan kind of just thought of the idea like a bit too much of like competing, just because at one point it was actual competition. Like AEW actually at one point I would say was better than WWE, easily by a mile.
But still, that part I'm not. Yeah, it's still.
Yeah, but like I think everyone, like, no questions asked, like especially in 2019
as a whole, right?
Yeah, in 2019, like no one disputed AEW was better than WWE.
It was fire,
basically. But yeah, I don't.
I mean, hell, Cody Rhodes was doing that shit.
Point, maybe at that point, because I mean, at that point, maybe that's when Tony Khan realized, like, oh, this is like actually doing well, and now he's thinking about the competition too much. But I don't know.
Yeah, I think he is. I think that, I mean, and we see it in the tweets. We see it on how he responds. Yeah. We see it on how he tries to book shit the days of pay-per-views. Like, if I was Tony Khan, right? I'm not Tony Khan. I'm Dylan. But if I was Tony Khan, right, I would focus solely on my day one talent that's AEW talent with some WWE legends here and there. I definitely think I think a lot of people that say, like, oh, they're booking all these WWE guys, all those WWE people are here, they're over protruding the roster, they're doing this, they're doing that. Listen, yes, but no. No, in the sense of, if they're working on building the talent that's been AEW since day one, then fine, because you're making the talent that's there be worthy of that TV time.
Yeah.
You're giving them the opportunity to say, hey, I beat Christian Cage. Hey, I beat Keith Lee. Hey, I beat Adam Copeland. Hey, I beat Chris Jericho. Hey, I beat Danielson. I beat,
Moxley.
Jericho. I beat Moxley. I did all these things. These people that you idolized, I beat them.
Right.
I deserve this TV time. I deserve this roster spot. I deserve this thing that you're trying to do. I deserve to be one of your AEW originals. And I think that is good for business. I think that concept and structure of how they're trying to have these things compete with one another in the sense of, hey, all these legends, quote unquote, are coming in. All these legends from Japan are coming in. Joshi Wrestling is coming in. CMLL is coming in. All these people are coming in that are well-renowned, well-known in the business, in the indie scene, in the AA scene or AAA scene, if you want to have it in baseball terms to make it easier for people to understand. Like, you're having this competition, which is good for business. Competition is good for business, no matter what anybody says. But at the same time, it's good for business if you're doing the competition right. If you're not doing the competition right, it's bad for business because now all you're doing is, in essence, not showcasing true talent that weirdly is getting the spotlight that it wants and needs to be shown as an AEW original, but is also taking away a lot of the stuff that you want and need as an AEW original. Does that make sense? Does that make sense to somebody?
Yeah.
Like I feel like if you have the roster that's not so oversaturated and working and being able to maneuver through a lot of the legendary's talent when it comes time to do that moment, you can build an amazing roster that can showcase pay-per-views to the toppest tier. But if you're going to just bank and book and do a safety net of certain people, that's when the comments of, well, why is WWE running AEW?
Well, I have no questions over what I mean. Like AEW still is a better product by far. I think WWE is terrible, but I understand why it's number one. Because when we're talking about being safe, WWE is way safer than AEW. But the problems that you talk about AEW having are true. I hear you. I mean, because that's the kind of thing. Like, it's great when you bring in Okada. It's great bringing in Moxley. It's great bringing in
Mercedes.
all
Like,
those
it's
guys.
great when Mercedes, when you bring in like these talents. I'm fine with it when everyone is like, when you bring these top talents. It's good when you bring them in, but sometimes like they sign like big time talents and then they drop the ball with them and they don't seem like relevant anymore. Like back at last year, Double or Nothing, I remember everyone was talking like Taya Valkyrie was like a big deal. I saw Taya, like everyone talking about Taya Valkyrie. I was like, okay, this is a big deal. I wasn't a Stardom watcher. I'm still not really. But like I thought, because like everyone was making it out to be like a super huge deal that Taya Valkyrie is in AEW, and then she lost to Jade, and then now she's like sometimes on Rampage.
Jade now, in my opinion, is the female Goldberg of the WWE.
I don't know if I agree with that.
I think she was the female Goldberg of AEW.
Not yet.
Yes.
I mean, it could happen, but
Yes, Kay.
it could happen, but I don't think it's reached to that level yet. And but like now, like, oh, and they're doing all right. Yes, more Thunder Rosa and Deanna, please. Make that.
I'll be honest. I think we're at a point where there's so many different promotions There's so much shit going on in these different promotions that no matter how we look at it, it's going to be interesting nonetheless. You know? But AEW definitely is giving us something that is different than WWE. And hopefully will continue to do that until the day they can't.
And what I was going to say is that, you know, it's great bringing in all these other people, and it's great that they've been able to get them to come. But the big problem is, and, you know, when you're talking about safety net booking, is when they won't let some of these other people get a win over them. You know, it's like Moxley can't be undefeated, Okada can't be undefeated, while fucking
Ospreay can't be undefeated.
Ospreay is undefeated. And it's like, it's great that these big guys are here, but for the rest of the roster, you know, we can't just have 8 awesome guys and the rest of the roster is seen as second and third rate still. You got to let some of these guys get beat so that they look like they're on the same fucking level as these mega stars that you've gotten. You know?
Cassidy should have beat Ospreay at Revolution. I will stand on that until I die.
Well, that
I am interested to see what they do with
why Takeshi's really good.
Scorpio Sky.
Well, because it was his first, like, he needed to get going.
Don't matter. Will Ospreay's been in wrestling for over 10 years.
Yeah, but a lot of people who watch have no idea who he is.
Don't matter. Yeah, now he's becoming Cody Rhodes of AEW. Don't matter.
What? Yeah, most popular.
Absolutely.
Who lost his biggest match of his career the first time around at WrestleMania to the horror.
Right now, Will Ospreay is becoming the Cody Rhodes of AEW.
No, but what does that mean?
What do you mean? That's what I'm asking. What do you mean?
Most liked, most loved, most appreciated, most safety.
I mean, yeah, he's the most over.
What's
but
the problem with that? Yeah, he should be.
Why is that a problem?
That's bad.
It's not bad.
It is. Absolutely is. It absolutely is. It absolutely is. Absolutely.
I agreed with everything you said until you said that about.
No, he is 100% the Cody Rhodes of AEW.
Okay, and
we don't need it. We don't need it. You don't need it. You don't need to book everything onto one person. You don't.
Maybe when they're the best in the world, that's okay.
That's what he considers himself.
I think that's what he is.
Yeah. Who is better?
Yeah, that's what a lot of people.
A lot of
he beat Omega. He beat Danielson. He basically beat all the.
In my opinion, he could have lost to Kashna. 100%.
But what you were saying,
if I tell you now, and I don't think anybody would disagree, but I probably will disagree. If Takeshita beat him at Revolution, and we had a very interesting story going into Dynasty, we would be having a very different conversation going into Double or Nothing.
Well, yeah, if you drastically change any story, the conversation down the line about that story is going to be different. Because you've changed.
Will Ospreay's trajectory of getting a title as quickly as he's getting it would be 100% changed compared to how quickly he's getting it now. He just came in at Revolution. He just is now getting a title opportunity at Double or Nothing. It's way too quick.
No, you should definitely throw a title on the guy so that even the casual fans can understand that he's a big deal.
Getting a title. He's getting a title opportunity with a story that's interesting. Not going to say it's not, but he hasn't done enough to get a title opportunity.
I only was there for like a week.
You know, I disagree. I think strapping him up is the total right deal. That's why you have these B-level titles. Is so
why didn't we do it to Swerve earlier?
Well, so you.
Why do we make Swerve wait?
They should have. It's so you
Well,
can
but
signal
why not?
to the.
Why didn't
I don't
Swerve
know.
get a title? Why didn't the Swerve get a title the third pay-per-view win to a new year?
I don't know. But what I'm saying is that's the reason we have these B titles, is so you can signal to the casual fans that these
Yeah.
guys are a big deal, even if they can't see it.
To be fair, I do notice lately that Tony Khan seems to be very eager at throwing like title shots at every new talent he signs.
Bad idea.
Cause what's it called?
Bad
We
idea.
did it like it's I like started noticing with Deanna. Like Deanna came in, she basically instantly got a women's world title shot. Now I get it with the history between her and Tony. It made sense, but like yeah, she like won like a couple squash matches and then it was made official she's fighting Tony Storm. I'm like, okay. Now and then we got Okada. Okada won the Continental title. We got what's her name? Mercedes. First match is a TBS title match with Willow. And then we also have like Osprey now getting a title shot after properly debuting at Revolution, I think. Yeah. So I don't know. I think it is seemingly what is happening with this.
Well, it's because they're getting to hire some of these. I would say usually it is a bad idea to give somebody a title shot as soon as they come in. But
right now, I'm worried about the status of Deanna. Cause hold on,
I was gonna say the difference is here. Osprey is the best wrestler in the world. What's her name? Mercedes is the biggest star that they have on the women's roster.
for
You
sure.
should give her a shot right away. Okada is a legend. They're not just hiring like Bobo
sure.
and Schmobo McGee. They're hiring legitimate legends
Yo,
of
Bobo?
the business to give them
Okay.
title shots.
And like for me, and personally, I think Osprey is not even going to win that international title. What's it called? I think Roddy is gonna keep it. But like the thing is, right now I'm kind of concerned about Deanna, because she lost her match against Tony, and then now she's like regularly on Rampage, and I'm like, why? I don't know. I'm just kind of worried that I don't know how I feel about it.
All right. Well,
Moxley will be
I'm
on
gonna
Dynamite.
head to bed.
Bryan Danielson versus Satnam Singh. Oh boy.
I'm gonna head to bed.
All right, man.
Bye, Dylan. Thank you so much for joining us. It was
Yeah, man.
awesome seeing you again.
Yep.
Good night.
I'm gonna try to join Wednesday
Okay.
as well.
Oh wait.
So real pineapple, you better be here.
I was gonna say Monday, Tuesday. I'm not sure if I'll. Hopefully I'll be here. Yeah.
Well, you better.
Get to Cash versus Max.
If not, we'll make Wolf
well.
host.
I think I will.
Wolf will host, if anything. So he'll host. I heard in his new car, is what he'll do.
Not in my car.
So
Not in the middle of the night.
Talk to you before Monday. Have a really good birthday.
thank you. Yes, I turned 30.
Wait, Monday's your birthday?
Right.
Yeah, I turned 30.
All right. Happy birthday.
Thank
Early
you, thank
birthday.
you. Yeah, it'll be.
When you wake up and like all of a sudden every part of your body hurts, don't freak out. It's
I wake up now and every part of my body hurts. Like right now, I'm standing because I'm getting 2 muscle cramps in my fucking legs. So I'm already hurting.
I would tell you it gets better, but
Yeah, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't get better. It actually gets worse.
yeah, when you hit 40, it's like, oh my gosh, what's
Yeah.
happening?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for my body to just decompose at this point. Like just be like, just a bag of bones. So
I know,
very,
man.
very excited. I'm very excited for the bag of bones.
Getting older, that's the way it fucking feels, man. That's the way it feels.
Yeah, well, I mean, it doesn't help that I'm doing a very physical job on top of it, and I barely get any rest right now. So
you need to go to the gym, get jacked, so that it's like nothing for you.
yeah, I don't have time. So my gym is 6 days a week.
Yeah, I hear you.
12 to 15 hours a day. So
Maybe you'll just end up getting jacked.
probably. I mean, my arms are
all
getting
that
bigger
Yeah,
than what they used to be. I tell you that now.
sure.
And like, I can lift a lot more shit than I thought I could.
Just don't hurt yourself, man.
Yeah, I'm still hurting.
Don't hurt yourself permanently.
Yeah.
Yeah. But all right. I love you all.
Yeah, man.
Pineapple, thank you so much for joining. Make sure you subscribe to No Bones About Wrestling and check out their Spotify, Apple Podcast immediately after the show because they make great content. And I think they're great content creators as well. They're great people as well. So definitely check them out. But Wolf, can hit him with a subscribe button just in case. Because I think he's going to take off one of these days and finally do content creation in wrestling, hopefully.
I'm
and just
trying
be like,
to.
listen,
I'm figuring things out.
I work, his first video will be about, hey, listen, I work for Tony Khan, so this is what's happening.
I thought I found the secret to get a bunch of views, but apparently the hashtags are not working anymore.
Yeah, $30 for 1,000 views isn't the way to get 1,000 views. So yeah, but no. Listen, one day his first episode will be, hey, I work for Tony Khan, so this is what's happening.
Or it'll be a guided tour of his house with Julia Hart.
Or he'll finally give us an inside tour as well.
In terms of wrestling, things I am pleasantly surprised about is that Matt Seidel's now showing up on Dynamite.
That's cool. But, all right, you guys be well. Hopefully Wednesday I'll see you all again. If not, I'll probably try to call you throughout the week.
Yeah, I'll talk to you.
Bother you that way.
I'll talk to you.
How things.
All right, be well, guys.
Yeah. Have a good night.
I'll definitely talk to you Monday if I haven't talked to you before.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. So I'll talk to you then.
Yeah, we gotta call and sing to you.
Yep.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. All right. Appreciate it. I'll talk to you then.
Yeah.
Bye.
That was Dylan, everybody.
Awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, I was saying I am happy that Matt Seidel is now showing up on Dynamite. All it took was a kayfabe firing of Christopher Daniels. Feels so bad.
I still haven't like I barely paid attention to Dynamite Wednesday because I was trying to talk to everybody and was falling asleep.
Yeah.
So I feel like I haven't seen the show yet. Still,
yeah.
I'm gonna watch it tomorrow. Honestly,
I'm just kind of right now enjoying wrestling as a whole, just being the fan that I am. Just watching for the sake of watching.
That's good. That's there for him.
I'm so into it. Still. As I said, still trying to find a job, failing miserably. Yeah, so it's weird here in Michigan. It's like nobody wants me.
Don't get discouraged. It takes some time sometimes. Man.
Yeah.
I've been there.
We're figuring things out.
What'd you get your degree in?
Political science.
Yeah, me too.
My major. Yeah.
The election coming up, there might be people looking for.
Hopefully, maybe something that will actually pay me.
Yeah. Well, look into the campaigns.
Yeah.
And then make friends with your bosses, because then maybe when the campaigns are over in November, they can help you get on with permanent jobs at like think tanks or charities or things like that don't end when the election year ends.
For sure. But I don't know, maybe I need to wait a little longer, just like a month or two longer at least, because they're not like really putting up any like positions or anything.
That's why I would go ahead and get started now,
Yeah.
so that they
Yeah.
know your name before everybody's trying to do it.
Right, but like what I'm saying is they kind of don't seemingly have the positions. Like there's not like something I can apply for right now. Just I couldn't find
Yeah,
any.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
That's what I'm
don't
saying.
apply right now, but like
Yeah,
our Democratic Party is having like an event next week that like we might go to. You know, like we're not looking for jobs for them, but just so that way,
I mean,
like
Yeah.
he might be, so that way we can like meet them. They can know who he is, that he cares about politics.
for sure.
Know what he looks
I mean,
like.
right now I
But
don't know what is.
I remember you from this thing.
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Get
involved.
Yeah,
like,
I try
right
to. My parents definitely and they've been like throughout my life they've been trying to like keep me away from politics, and I'm like, no.
So you majored in political
No.
science.
It'll be easier
Yeah.
when you have your car.
They tried so hard to keep me away from politics. I ended up majoring in it in college.
That makes sense though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
If you're interested in it, you know. I
yeah,
don't want to talk
things
politics on here.
kinda-
We can talk
yeah.
politics sometime,
for sure.
because I'm always up for talking politics. Most people
Me
aren't.
too.
I
Me
could
too.
talk about
It's just things are just right now. It's like, oh man, a lot of crazy stuff happening.
Yeah,
It's like I don't even know the state of things.
it's wild, man.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
wild. I would love to go back and maybe I will go back and talk with some of my professors, because Jesus Christ, the last 8 years have been insane.
For sure. I mean, another thing I've noticed regarding AEW, it's just right now the booking feels, I don't know, kind of different in like different places, like different divisions and whatnot. Like in my mind, I feel kind of convinced that at the moment AEW's tag team division is like dead.
It is much.
Yeah, because like they basically like killed the momentum of like all the other tag teams. Like it's like right now it feels like it's like the only tag teams they're really pushing are Young Bucks, FTR, sometimes some combination of BCC, and sometimes the Acclaimed.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Every other team is just tossed aside, basically.
Well, like we do on our podcast, we do the rankings every week, and we usually base it on that week in wrestling. And not this past week, but the week before, we do a teams category, which can be tag or trios. And there were no tag or trios matches that entire week on any of the 3 shows.
Yeah. We like it sucks because like we went at Wembley, we went like in hindsight, we went from the best trios champs to the worst. Like in my mind, I genuinely believe that House of Black was the best trios champ so far.
Mm-hmm.
And then we went to Acclaimed, which in hindsight dragged down the trios titles.
Yeah.
Kind of basically undid all the elevating that House of Black did. With those
When the Acclaimed got them, the trios division kind of died. Like when the Acclaimed and Daddy Ass had matches to defend their titles,
like they fought like
forever real
2.0 and Daniel Garcia, and then they fought like Dark Order, and like that's it.
Yeah, they never built up the heels enough to make them feel like challengers.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure like at one point like during that time Dark Order literally turned heel, and I thought like, oh, they could push Dark Order for maybe trios, at least a contender for trios titles.
Exactly.
And then they dropped the ball. I'm like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not upset that Bullet Club Gold ended up winning the trios titles. I didn't think it would be like that, but it just, I don't know. It's like really weird.
For me, the biggest problem with their booking is predictability.
Mhm.
It's super predictable.
But Dynasty, I was a little upset, like regarding that tag title tournament. Like I was upset because in my mind, like they should have been pushing Private Party, Top Flight. They killed basically in my mind right now. Basically, AEW is like very Top Flight.
Yeah, kind of.
I really
Like-
thought Top Flight was going to be in the final.
Yeah, there was no reason for it to be FDR.
Yeah.
And then there was the article that said like, what's it called? Top Flight was supposed to lose to Ricky Starks and Big Bill. I'm like, what?
I don't think that was real. I only ever heard that from people talking about it. Like, I never found an article that had a source.
I never heard that.
I don't even remember. Like, it was some. I think it was like Insider or something. I don't know, but
Oh no, I did hear that. I remember. Yeah, I did. Hear
yeah, because what's it called? Ricky. There was an injury scare for Ricky, and I don't know. And they're saying they called an audible and had Top Flight win, but I'm like,
But
why would you have Top Flight lose to the worst tag team
also never
champions?
said that rumor wasn't true though.
I don't know. I just saw it and I'm like, that is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Like they seem to like really sometimes like bring up these like makeshift tag teams that like are probably not gonna ever like win tag titles. Like sometimes they're good, like Hook and whoever.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
sometimes I do genuinely wish that Hook and Danhausen would team up again.
Right.
I also don't know what's going on with Danhausen right now because like Danhausen's on Indies and he's not showing up in AEW. I don't know why, but like.
He did
Like,
show
if they
Ring of
really
Honor.
wanted to have Young Bucks have another title reign, you could have at least had Top Flight fight the Young Bucks. And it's so dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that I totally agree with.
Yeah. And the fact that also the Hardys never won tag titles in AEW, like I'm
But just like they were never taken as like serious contenders.
that made me like peeved. I was pissed off from that. I'm like, I know the issues with Jeff kind of complicated things, but like you never even booked them on TV. Like they were occasionally on Rampage. Like in my mind, the best thing in like the Hardys AEW career that they got was that whole Ethan Page feud. Like that was the most interesting thing throughout their whole AEW career. I'm like, why? Why are we doing this to them?
Pineapple was saying that they were
Win
supposed
that
to win
ladder
that
match
ladder
until
match.
Jeff got that latest DUI. Maybe, but I don't know. They didn't really book Matt that much either, and except Ethan Page feud.
That is the lesser of the Hardys. I understand that.
I don't know. I was confirmed by Matt. I mean, yeah. But I don't know. I just feel like
Oh, that was the end of Rampage.
really messed up with that. But the thing is, like AEW has like good amount of young talent that genuinely could hold the company in the future.
Yeah.
I definitely don't think it'll be the same as like. I think there's going to be a significant change like in the near future, probably next year or the year after, and especially with some wrestlers starting to retire because like Omega, Danielson, Moxley's not going to stay there forever. Joe can't stay there forever. Like once these guys leave, it's going to like now go to like people like Garcia, like Darby, like
Orange Cassidy.
Orange Cassidy, even what's it called? Top Flight, maybe if it happens.
Better get some beefy guys that they're gonna push because all the people you just named are like little scrawny dudes.
MJF, yeah, MJF, I'm sure will be. Jack Perry, even like I now see the improvement in Jack Perry through AEW rather than New Japan, and I'm like, all right, this actually did work. Yeah, so I don't know. I really am wondering to see Nick Wayne. I'm sure will do great.
Real Pineapple said that they were saying there's a lot of youth in the company, and that's true.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean that I'm not
For sure.
disagreeing with. But the thing is, are they elevating them like they could be? And right
Yeah.
now they're not.
Yeah, cause right now, like it seems like right now, like there's that's definitely the difference between WWE and AEW. Whereas WWE, they like train their talent with the whole development brand that is NXT. Whereas AEW doesn't really have that, and it's just like they're just kind of almost throwing things on the wall and seeing what sticks. At points, not all the time. Sometimes it just works. It just makes sense, but
Which I would rather have than doing the same thing over and over, which is what WWE does.
But looking at
yeah,
that Pineapple
But it's
posted of the youth, like one of them is the current world champion, one of them is the current women's champion,
Yeah.
one of them
For
is
sure,
a
yeah.
former women's champion, one of them was the TBS champion.
yeah, and it's great.
I feel like it's being pushed.
International Orange Cassidy.
Yeah, and it's great. I genuinely do like it. But yeah, sometimes the older talent just feels like I don't know. It feels inconsistent sometimes, like depending on who it is. Like with Top Flight, we ruined their tag team division hopes, and then what's it called? Once people start thinking, oh, they're gonna be trios contenders with Action Andretti, we book Bullet Club Gold versus Top Flight and Action Andretti on the first Collision for the trios titles, which Bullet Club wins. I'm like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, but that match, I feel like I don't think because of the injuries the Top Flight has had, and like when one brother is healthy, the other
Yeah,
one gets
maybe they're waiting
back
it
and forth.
out.
I feel like they're not.
Maybe they want to make
everyone's
sure
eyes
that
for those
people
belts
won't.
yet. Like I think that yes, they should put them on them, preferably soon. But like I think that the matches they've been giving them are doing a lot for them, even if they're not wins. Like that match against the Bullet Club Gold, and like their match against FTR, and like the matches they had in that the just the
For
brother
sure.
match. You know, like they've been
Like I'm not entirely mad that I think maybe it was a bit too early to like just book that match, like especially for the titles. Like just instantly after Bullet Club Gold wins it, I would have waited and had it be an actual feud, but now like, and I personally think the FTR and Top Flight, like it made no sense for Top Flight to lose. Like I was peeved that they lost, and it's like
yeah, me too. Sorry, my phone died.
so yeah,
And like Pineapple said, even you can still be built up in losses. True. And that's the whole debate is, you know, AEW has so much talent. And that's why there's so much argument about it. It's because how do you even decide who to go with? You know, some of the names are obvious, but past there, how do you even decide who to go with?
Well, and I feel like when they do make decisions,
for what?
like almost
Like
half
who to put on TV, even, you know?
but when they do make those decisions, even like half the time, then injuries derail what they have planned, and they gotta make a quick turnabout. You know?
Definitely.
Anyways, we will have a lot more time to argue about AEW. But that's the end of it. Wolf, why don't you give me a rating and a best match?
For like for both Collision and Rampage, or
yeah
each. All right. Collision. I mean, Rampage. I wasn't like too thrilled with. I mean, Kyle O'Reilly versus Lee Moriarty was like the only match I really cared for on Rampage. Collision honestly was like fine. I mean, what's it called? I didn't entirely enjoy what's it called? Orange Cassidy versus Isaiah Cassidy too much. I didn't really care for Serena D versus Anna Jay. Nick Wayne versus Jack Cartwheel. That was literally a squash match for Nick Wayne. And then Brian Keith versus Iron Savage Man. Also kind of underwhelming. Shibata versus Romero was good. Hook versus Johnny TV wasn't so bad. The main event was amazing in my eyes. And then Osprey wasn't incredible.
I didn't even write that down.
Honestly, I'm not really. I don't think tonight was that crazy. I'm probably gonna give it like 3 at best out of 5.
Best match
Actually,
on Collision.
No, I'm gonna probably give it a 2. 2.
Okay. Best match on
Oh,
Collision.
best match. What was it? The main event, probably. Yeah.
Okay.
Danielson and FDR versus Righteous. And
I feel like it's a little bit hypocritical for me to pick the main event because I forgot what the main event was. But looking at my list of that I wrote down, like that's definitely the best match of the night. Either that or Shibata versus Romero.
yeah.
I go with the Righteous and Lance Archer versus Danielson and FTR. Although I hate for poor Vincent that he's always the dude that eats the pin, but
Yeah.
so I guess I kind of get it.
I am a little what's it called? Feeling a little excited. It seems like they are going to intend for Bullet Club Gold versus Death Triangle on Double or Nothing for the Trios titles.
Ray Phoenix is injured again.
Again?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he got
You gotta
injured.
be kidding me. He
Yeah.
just came back. How did he get injured again?
In that match, I guess. He hasn't said like if it's a re-injury of what was injured before or if this is something else. But yeah, it sucks.
Well, then.
That's what I'm hoping for also, but
You gotta start listening to our podcast so you get the
Yeah, I don't know who else could team up with Pac, man.
yeah.
And Penta teams up with Pac. I'm like, who do we bring?
Give a commander maybe. I don't know.
Or if Bandito's clear, bring Bandito.
Yeah. I just saw that. A lot of injuries going around.
It's okay, you were saying?
I'm gonna give it a 2.5 out
You
of
mean-
5.
I mean,
2.5 bones out of 5 bones. None of the matches like really blew me away. There were lots of like okay matches, but nothing. Collision is not Dynamite, and I need it to be more Dynamite-y. Although they've been putting more squash matches on Dynamite now, so I'm worried that they're going the other direction where Dynamite's becoming more Collision-y. The last few weeks, I would say yes.
that's not gonna happen.
But yeah, I just feel like that nothing really progressed storylines in a major way, and like with us being so close to Double or Nothing, it feels like they're just like treading water till that event. But I don't feel like that's a good way to approach a pay-per-view.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all. Best match, you said?
That's the main event.
Okay. Yeah, Collision, I'll be honest. I didn't get to, I mean, between running the show and talking to people and trying to talk to the posters and I honestly didn't get it to pay attention enough to be able to say anything about it. So I don't have a rating. I don't have a best match. Although the one thing I can say is it did seem like a down episode. I mean, several jobber matches, and as Kay said, the one thing I could tell for sure is they didn't do a great job building up the pay-per-view. Like, did that make me want to spend $50 on a show? Fuck no.
No. Like they only like gave us a likely the only thing that they might have like sort of pushed along a little was the FTW title match where we're gonna have that 3-way on Dynamite.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, they didn't really push for Anarchy in the Arena or any other match really. Swerve didn't show
Fucking
up.
world title match, or they have goddamn Mercedes
They gave
Moné
us
debuting.
Orange Cassidy versus Trent Beretta at Double or Nothing, which is like,
Right.
oh, sure.
But I'm just
I
saying
don't know
they're
what they're doing
advertising this
with
triple
Rosa and
main
Ciampa.
event, but they didn't do anything about any of them.
Yeah, I don't know.
FPW title, like, you can't have a tournament without progressing that story forward because there's like no choice. But even that, they didn't progress a story. They just progressed determining who's going to be in a match based on match results.
Well,
Yeah.
they may have. We weren't able to hear the Jericho and Big Bill thing. We don't know what happened there.
Oh, like
Wait, Jericho and Bill had
I didn't hear what happened. Yeah, I don't know.
Jericho and Bill had a segment.
Didn't they? Yeah. Didn't
I
they?
didn't hear it. I didn't see them.
Showing
Oh, clips.
old footage,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. That's my fault. Like I said, I didn't get to pay
you might be
attention.
right. I mean,
Maybe you're right. I didn't see it. But yeah, like they really, I don't know. And also regarding Deanna Thunder Rosa, I don't know if they're planning for Double or Nothing or what's it called, afterwards or before.
I want Double or Nothing because I want 3 women's matches. Give them to me.
Could happen. I'm worried it'll probably happen on 0 Hour, but I don't know.
Even then, I don't care. Just give me 3 women's matches in one night on an AEW.
We'll see what happens. I'm definitely interested to see where things go.
So what about for Rampage? Do you have a?
Oh no, Rampage was not good.
You don't give it anything.
I only cared for Kyle O'Reilly versus Lee Moriarty. That was the only good match on Rampage. Everything else was effectively squash matches. I mean, Bowens versus Brian Cage wasn't so bad, but it was like
Okay, yeah.
didn't really contribute to anything. So yeah, honestly, why does my camera keep doing this? So yeah, honestly, I didn't care. I'll probably give it a 2 as well.
Okay.
I'm gonna go 1.5.
Wow.
There were 4 matches, and only one of them was.
Yeah, 1.5. Yeah, one actually. One like the one is the Kyle O'Reilly versus Lee Moriarty. That's it. And the thing is, it didn't even. I actually thought like they might have like done like House of Black or Malachi or something showing up, especially now that we have Kyle versus Malachi on Dynamite.
Yeah.
Like the fact that House of Black wasn't there, I was like, why?
Plus, like I mean, not that I want to see him again, but like Shane Taylor didn't come out with him. With Lee Moriarty, we know he's there. He had a match earlier in the night. Like,
Yeah.
They should be there.
Yeah, they should be there. Like,
Even though I don't want to see him either, but he should be there.
Yeah.
All right, so folks, thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed yourself. Kay and I are going to be back with our podcast, AEW Weekly, Wednesday usually it's Mondays, but this week it's going to be Wednesday at 6 p.m. You can catch it on X. You can catch it on Twitch. You can catch it on YouTube. Just look for No Bones About Wrestling or AEW Weekly. That's the name of the show, obviously. But yeah, look for No Bones About Wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
That you'll be able to find it, and you can find it on the front of our X page on our bio. We have links to everything, and if you go to nobonesabout.com, that has links to everything we've ever done, and we'll tell you where the websites are too.
Yeah.
So,
and if you prefer audio podcasts, all of our episodes in audio form are on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anywhere good podcasts are found.
yeah, so please watch stuff, and if you like it, click like, share it with people, please. We would appreciate it. And
this Wednesday after our podcast, we are going to be doing a watch along for Dynamite. So join us if you can.
Yep.
Well,
So,
if you got anything you want to
Not entirely. I mean, yeah, I don't think I have too many things planned. Probably just gonna do wrestling with other people, or I don't know. We'll see.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you for joining us.
No worries.
Love having you.
Yep. Happy to be here.
Welcome back Wednesday
Yeah.
if you'll be around.
Yep.
Awesome, cool.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, thanks for watching, and as Mick Foley would say, have a nice day.
Bye.
Bye.